Here we go now. 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 Here Here we go now. 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 now. Here we go 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 now. now. Here we go now. Here we go now. Here we go now.
Are you keeping it real? I'm calling shotgun, wanna see my baby run. Oh, what's the word on the sea? Kicking up the dust, you know what I mean. We got a good thing going. We got a good thing going on.
Make it clap.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2021 Nepal Region, sponsored by Oppo F19 Pro. Woke up your fun and a huge shout out to our official media partner, Nemo TV. This is the final day for the semi-finals for Group B and D. And my name is Phoenix Shivans. I'm going to be the host, caster, and analyst. Alongside me is my caster and analyst, Ajbal Tooper.
Well, yes, hello everyone. How are you doing, Shivansh, as well? But
Yeah.
very important day, the most important day for the semi-finale. We're here to find out who are going to be the top 15 teams from the PMCO Nepal region who are going to join Skylight Gaming for that amazing whooping $29,200 prize pool over here. And
Woo.
it's going to be amazing, right? Group A and Group C have already played their matches. They've already set up a target. And now it's time for Group B and Group D. They got to chase the target down, make sure they land in the top 15 positions. Which are going to be the teams who are going to be able to do that today? That's what we are here for.
Yeah, that's what we are here for in the top 15 team. The mark is top 15. You have to be in the top 15 to qualify for the PMCO Fall Split 2021 Nepal Region Finals. And as the Trooper mentioned, the prize pool is so huge. But again, today Group B and Group D, they will complete their other four matches. Let's talk about the tournament explanation as I was talking about that today it's going to be the final day. It's day 6. Group B and Group D will take part against each other. Finals, you have top 16 teams. In the finals, you'll meet 16 teams in one. Skylight Gaming, they are already invited for the finals.
Well, they are already invited, right? And look at this. This is the prize pool that we were talking about. But on the first place, if you just end up with, you not only get the $3,600, but you also get that ticket that you refer to, the PMPL Season 4 ticket for the #1 position. So that is the prize that all these teams are fighting for. And this is just the ladder. We are just going to leave behind the remainder of the teams today who are not going to be part of the top 15, and already the teams from Group A and Group C who are currently not inside the top 15, they are not going. They don't have any outside chance as well. But how are we going to decide the hashtags? It's based on this point structure in every single game: 15 for the chicken, 12 for the second, third for the 10 for the third position. But the all important 1 point per kill is the situation.
Yeah, but let's talk about the squad roster who are going to take part in the other four matches. We have the squad roster of Group B in front of us. We have to our GR Xtreme Outlaws, Team Cops, Team Huddle, GURKHAxBATTALION 5, My Nation Esports, Hoody Esports, and AsOne Unity.
Well, yes, AsOne Unity are also here, and they look pretty decent in their last outing as well. But if we move towards the teams from Group D, Ekta Esports, a very important day for them. Raw Official are also going to participate here, but Elementrix, this is going to be a team to watch out for wherever they are going to play. But on the other page, we've got teams like URS, Underrated Rookies, Kala Yoga, and The Strangers, and the Strangers are clearly not having a really good outing over here.
Yeah, they are not having a good outing in this, and Hellraiser has been DQ'd from the tournament. When we have the overall ranking again, ladies and gentlemen, top 15, it's the mark. But look at that. Hype already completed their 12 matches on the 612 points in their favor, but teams who are in the top four already completed their 12 matches. Now things are interesting on the second page because GM Esports, Trusty Process on the 9th and 10th page respectively. The mark is 96. On the third position, we have OHR, Ekta Esports. They'll play their other four matches, but Frozen, Phoenix, Leader Esports, Red Esports, their position are in danger.
Well, yes, the Leader Esports and Red Esports are in a very tricky spot, and uh, let's see if they're going to make it or not. And there are teams behind them who are going to try really hard.
Yeah.
CN Esports on the 16th position. The tournament is over for them. But look at this, Raw. The Raw official are here. Team Corps, Hoody Esports, Gurkha Battalion 5. All these teams are going to challenge Red Esports and Leader Esports for those slots inside the top 15. But just four matches, right? They can just get over so quickly as well. So you just need to make sure to utilize every single opportunity. Even Kutumba have done their matches. SOLTI scored 7 global thirds. It's already over for them. But Xtreme Outlaws, they really have a chance. And most of the teams on the last page over here, My Nation Esports, Underrated Rookies, Kalayog, Huddle, The Strangers, all these teams, just last four matches for you. The last opportunity. Let's see what they can do.
Let's see what they can do. But Heat of East Flow, they're on the 28th position, completed their every single match. But the Rangers on the last position with just 18 points in the pocket. So I think so. Their journey is going to be very, very, very difficult. But My Nation Esports, under Turkeys and Kalyok, these teams are playing today and they are on the fourth page of the leaderboard. They'll find themselves on the fourth page of the leaderboard. Let's see how they're going to perform today. But the important part is if you are in the group stage, if you're not able to finish in the top 15, at least you will get that consolation prize $300.
Certainly, you're going to get that consolation prize for you. But what is the schedule for the day? That is right now here in front of us, and we are going to play through Erangel, Miramar, Sanhok, and one and last final Erangel. And after all these four matches, we're going to find out that who are the top 15 teams from the semi-finale of the PMCO Nepal, and they're going to join Skylight Gaming in the region finale. So it's pretty straight and simple for all these teams. We have already seen what they can do up against each other. It's the first time that Group B and D are going to go against each other, and let's see what they're going to do.
Yep, we have the PMNC champions playing in the PMCO Nepal, and the team is Raw Official. Now they're going to play their other four matches today, but look at that Xtreme Outlaws. They are inside the plane. We can see Frenzy. This player has a lot of caliber. He can do a lot of stuff for his team. Sometimes he is the last player surviving from the side of his team. He can do a lot of stuff, but let's see will he able to do the same thing today or not. But cops drop down, moving towards military base, their favorite drop location, just opting for the same. So as the players of Elementrix gonna split drop towards the quarry.
Well, yes, they're going to split drop towards that area, and it's going to be very important for them how it's going to shape up. But I really like how all the 15 teams are here, but Stranger just somehow managing to get only three players. So they're already not looking good on the points table on the last spot, but still not able to get their entire or maybe convince them to come here and fight a little bit harder. But let's see what's going to happen to them. It looks a very decent playing part to me. But
Yeah.
yes, certainly the eastern coast are very far off. It's going to be interesting if some of the teams go there, or even the zone might just go there.
Even the zone might just go there. That term, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be very, very important, Rupa, as you just mentioned. But the zone, southeastern shift, and now look at that. The teams who just drop down towards the western side, northwestern side, Ekta, Hoodie, as well as Raw, their drop location is the same. Just drop down towards the Georgia Pool area. Now they have to
Yes.
move towards the circle ASAP. Otherwise, My Nation Esports or KY or Strangers, or it might possible that team of AsOne, they can easily punish them. Cryptically as well.
Well,
Cryptic
certainly they
position.
can, and yeah, it becomes really important that where you're actually going to station yourselves, just like you said. But I really like how these teams have dropped down over here. So the rotations you can already see 2RG, they're just moving. Don't die with those vehicles on that road, and they're going to reach about farm in a little while. Let's see where they're going to put themselves. Even cops have an interesting thing to do. They're just taking that They're just skipping military base and maybe moving towards Novo Rupnoi. They would loot up over there
Oh
and maybe
yeah.
take the Novo bridge and then move towards Milta. But by the time they're going to do that, a lot of other teams would station themselves on that part of the zone as well. But the number of teams still looting towards the western coast, they all got to rotate, and it's going to make things really interesting.
Yeah, they thought that maybe Kalyug, this team going to contest at the same location, but no, cops are moving towards Nova Rep now. And now look at that, Extreme Outlaws moving towards more eastern side of the map, heading towards a mansion area. Look at that, Comet just leading the charge, Sense just behind, and we are witnessing a fight. The stranger's jet getting out some amount of damage on the room, and it is going to be underrated looking Psycho got eliminated.
Well, it's early elimination for them, and already one kill inside the tally for AsOne
Oh, it's
Unity.
Aswan, yeah.
Yeah,
Look at that.
so decent start for them. We even saw yesterday Saitama was looking very impressive in his last outing. So let's see how they're going to control the Rozok area. It's going to be very important for them, right?
Yeah.
But they're already stationed on the first page of the overall standings, not under a lot of pressure. They just need to continue the good run, the good work that they have done in their first 2 days as well. What do we have here? Extreme Outlaws. They're watching underrated rookies. Just go past this compound over here, and they've got this information, right? They're moving. Oh, the slam comes in. The slam comes in, and oh, he's been eliminated.
Escaping.
Waxos.
Oh, the thing is, Vexo, he thought that he's gonna escape this position, but he got picked off.
Well, he got picked off, and he was alone, and that's one free kill over there for URS. And remember, they were the one who lost the player there in the iteration, right?
Yeah.
So
And
it's sort
now,
of a good trade for them.
you know what? It's you can say that at least if you lost one player at the end, just gonna find they found one player in a very difficult spot, and you punish them with that That's good. And look at that stalker. What he's doing? Okay, he just want to try
He's
a
trying to
stunt.
take off. Yeah, he was trying to
It's
take
just
off.
trying to
Right?
take off. Nice. Okay, this is the perfect elevation. Come on, stranger. We need more speed. Oh no. Just being more subtle now.
Yeah, he is. Well, they're going to be with the heaven, the mansion heaven, and then maybe move towards your snap Poliana because they've already spent a little bit of a time in some collisions, so they're just wanting a little bit more loot and just looting up compounds to compounds. Mansion is also a very good option for them.
Yeah,
They're just a
mansion
three-man
is.
team. Mansion can give them good enough loot. They've already got some weapons to play with. So they can just loot a mansion as well on their way, and there are a few other compounds in the nearby, and that could give them a good adequate amount of food and a few vehicles if they need so.
But Trooper, we saw that comment from the side of Extreme Outlaws. He already went there in the mansion
Yeah.
area before the circle. After the circle, we saw after we saw the first circle, he went there, and you can see the same thing, right? Two players from the side of Extreme Outlaws. Baki is inside the squad house, present on the mansion. Now he found an UMP as well as the 6 times. So now this is going to be a little bit difficult for them, and we can see Extreme Outlaws. The players are engaging in some fights. Stalker received a lot of damage, and look at that. A
He
chase
spotted the
scene.
buggy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're just listening to my advice, right? Moving in towards mansion, but they don't know just like what you knew. The summit is already over here, so things might just get interesting over here for URS, considering the fact that they've already lost a player.
Yeah, interesting turn of events start in a very early stage of the match. In the very early stage of the match, right now we can see Ting. He has the Thompson 50 bullet load in that. Now after halting in the mansion area, they want to move forward. Team, what he's thinking? What do you think? I should, modify my buggy or what?
He's just waiting for like communicating with his teammates, making
Yeah.
maybe even marking a spot on the map for
Oh yeah.
his teammates. And that is the sort of thing you just want to do. Last minute things. If you just boarded onto the vehicle, you know that you're going to be driving, and there might be shots coming in towards you. So before all that commotion happens, you really got to mark for your teammate that where you exactly want them to be. So that might just be what he was doing over there. But now the loot's also being exchanged over here, being enjoyed rather by 2GR. Now this is a team that I thought would be looking impressive today, and let's see what
Yeah.
they're going to pull off.
They have some of the best players from Nepal region, and
Yeah.
obviously, if you are expecting a lot, it is necessary because these the four players, their individual performance is so good. Kazi, we talk about this lad, he is so promising. Donda, in fact, he's like the OG from the Nepal region. Now just playing with his teammates and 2RGR have the control of this Milta. Now, we all know Milta is inside the circle, so has the bridge. And Cops, Rana, okay, how you gonna climb the bridge? Just teach me.
Well, he's certainly teaching us some skills over there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
That's decent.
perfect.
That's decent. Really looks
That's
good.
decent.
What a perfect job.
Yeah,
He makes it though.
makes it. Come on, another one. Yeah, you can, you can. We have faith in you, Rana. Come on. Okay, this jump.
Yeah,
Oh,
he does.
perfect. Let's grab
He does
on
it.
the
He
top.
does it. I'm going to try this today.
Oh, same here. Now I know how to climb this bridge, and now I can do perfect bridge now. The evil laugh continues.
No, someone's going to spot you over there as well.
Oh no!
And then,
And oh, he got spotted out. Yep, you're right.
yeah, Huddle goes down over here. So this is Xtreme Outlaws just pressing on the charges quite early in the day, and Huddle are going down yet again. They were not looking good in the overall standings as well, and this is not a good start for them. In Xtreme Outlaws, they really needed this pump at the start of the day. They just lost a teammate, and now they're looking to press the charges. It's a very, very good aggressive stance coming in from them. The rotation coming in without any very good information, and they're just punishing them. Two of the lads down, 2 more points for them.
Yeah. Two lads down, two more to go. Extreme Outlaws looking so strong. Now look at that. They already got one trade as well. After losing out Wixto, these players of underrated rookies, now they secure 2 kills. Team Hurdle. There are a lot of hurdles in the way, but now they are unable to jump over it. They can't do that right now because they lost 2 players now. Extreme Outlaws, they still have a control of these 3 compounds. In fact, those 2 stacks too. But look at that, being more, safe. They just want to be on the safer side. Sense just popped out once more.
Well, let's see how he's going to use it. Uh, just getting some information as well. They don't have any opponents nearby, so they've got a good amount of time as well to deal with the situation. But 10 minutes already inside the game, and these are teams that are towards the towards the bottom of the third page as well. But 2GR, look at them. They've also pushed in onto the champions of the PUBG Mobile National Championship in the Nepal region. That is raw official in front of you. And let's see how how crispy do you think this attack is going to be?
Oh, look at that. It is going to be pretty close to them. Rage on the other side. Just switch to that one. Oh,
Ooh.
Dragon just instantly throw that. But now it seems like the team just gonna run away.
Let's see. Are they retreating?
Oh yeah.
Yes, they are. They are. They don't want this action, right? And they were just moving it without any significant information and very low on HP. Just one more shot over there can take him down off that vehicle, but somehow they get away without losing a player. That's a miracle.
That's a miracle. It's a miracle. For 2RGR, not losing out a player. But Rob, they had their chance, right? Spotted out the vehicles while they were rotating, picked out a lot of damage. Look at Lake and Kurkure. Kurkure, he's not wasting his first aid kit, and he just keep on applying some bandages. Again, a good option for you if you have enough bandages. You should use those. But second zone closing in. Team 2RGR. There's some amount of phase, some amount of damage, but now every single player just got all healed up and they are ready for the zone shift.
Well, everyone is just ready for the zone shift already over here. And Ake was the player. He was just the last player to move away from the compound. Luckily, he's just still alive. And Hoody Esports, look at them. Let's see what they're going to do. They really look decent since their first appearance in this PMCO Nepal semi finale. And I'm really, really hoping to see them inside and what they're going to do during the regional finale as well. But let's see.
Hoody Esports in the first day of PMCO secured one second winner, but the
Yeah.
circle shift towards the south
Ooh.
eastern side. Milta is still there, but cops look at their position. Trooper, oh my goodness.
It's going to be very important for Hoodie Esports today, right? Just not in a very good position on the overall. They're on the 20th position, but they got these 4 matches
Yeah.
to improve, right? They got to move up 5 hashtags, and certainly a lot of teams have these chances today, right? So if it's a very important game for all these teams like Hoodie, even Battalion 5, Xtreme Outlaws, and even My Nation Esports. Let's see what they're going to do.
Yeah, let's see what they're gonna do. Battalion 5, look at that. They they spotted out some players while they were rotating, and now Bahadur from the side of Hurdle stepping up, locked out one player of Krypton. Kill confirmation is not yet here, but Battalion 5 service got up one player. The Strange is in bit of trouble, but now they're gonna escape it. But one player already smashed in towards this shack, and he is gonna take 1v1 duel, and he will. Oh, he won that. Wow.
Well, they really want to hold on for it. Moving in over there, Dipan just completing the kill for his team. This is looking very interesting already. Look at Battalion 5. They're just trying to hurt them, and the strangers falling down in front of them, one after the other, and the revive has also been executed just in time.
Yes, just in time. That's the most important thing. But look at that, Sagan. He is he's on back on his back on track basically. But they are gonna loot these loot crates and find some good loot. Three kills secured by Battalion 5 present towards farm area. 4 more teams in the same vicinity. Underrated rookies have a good control of these two compounds, Squad House and the Triple Story.
Well, now moving on to some other fights. We've got underrated rookies holding on to the situation, and they've got teams so close to themselves. Look at that. Towards the southern part, there's a team that is holding up, that is 2GR. They just evaded some action recently, and now they are finding themselves towards that uh, beach area in that compound. It's going to be a very important location considering the circle, but the next shift of the circle is also not very far away. And on the northern side, they've got Krypton Esports holding up. Let's see if they're going to be able to hurt them.
Let's see if this is gonna happen or not. But Spark fired some bullets on top of the players of the team who was holding that watchtower. Now Krypton, as just mentioned earlier, uh, they're not gonna have damage. But Elementrix, they've been silent throughout the match right now. But when they're gonna engage in some fights, but let's see what's gonna happen. We hit the 16-minute mark and the second zone closing in, and it just warm. In fact, the fourth zone in front of us.
Yes. It's a very interesting circle. It's a very nice shift, and it's going to pose a lot of problems because the circle still has a good amount of water body inside it. So all these teams have got a very little amount of land to play with, and that's going to apply a lot of pressure. You're going to watch a lot of action just developing in some few next minutes over here. Look at that. Where Ekta Esports are, they are finding themselves outside. My Nation, they got to start rotating as well. Look at where the Outlaws are, so far away. Z-Sense is not in a very good spot. And Ekta, they're just making their way inside with Hoody Esports over there. And even Krypton forcing their way. It's going to be a very chaotic situation inside the sports circle. And look at that. Elementrix, they've already started taking off.
We have already started to take advantage, but look at that Liquid Secure with one kill. Drake is going to secure that one. Another kill for his, in fact, the first kill for his team. Raw Pack is stepping up, Griffin not looking good. As the players of Kalyu. But Drake keep on firing and able to connect a single shot on the other side. 8 He's put up against the players of Hoodie. Now this fight is going to be pretty decent. Let's see who's going to win it.
Very important, very important. The strangers getting eliminated yet again now. Raw official holding this position, not allowing the lads like Bahadur to get them from that bridge, but they've got more problems to deal with towards the eastern side as well. There, towards the western side as well, there are more teams that are looking very good. Let's see what they are going to do, and even the battalion get some important kills for themselves. This is a very important match for all these underdog teams that are looking to make an impression in the scene on a big level, and let's see how they're going to perform. Cops, they've made it towards this part, and My Nation, they just committed everything to that compound. They want this compound so badly. Look at this, Zallu He's just entering with his teammates. They're going to hold the revive, but Cops are going to pose a lot of problems for them. And the stage can't get better for these teams to perform right. If they
Yeah.
perform today, what are they going to get awarded with? The slot for the national finale. And right now, Psycho right in front of us. And he's got that utility battle. But oh, what a beautiful blade that was.
I think so. One fuel barrel was inside that one compound. That's why it just got blown up and he got knocked down. If I'm not wrong, it's the same thing just happened. But Mighty finished off one player from Raw, and Raw just lost one after securing one kill. Hoody Esports eliminated Team Huddle from the lobby. Frenzy stepping up against the players of Ekta Esports. And look at that. Yante with this amazing Car 98 shot knocked out another.
Wow, wow, wow. All of them making an impression, not only on the kill feed, but with the kind of intent that we are watching here, I'm actually a little surprised. This is really promising for the overall scenario. Look at Chante over there with the Molly is taking down two players. Comet goes down, and Zsens, the solo lad over there, he's taken down multiple players from Ekta Esports. What has he done over there? He pulled off a vehicle or something. So many players down for Ekta over there. Comet and Sense, yes, a vehicle blast. Look at the number of crates. At least 2 to 3 players from Ekta fell down over there. And Comet, he needs a revived Sense. What are you doing? The blue is here. You've got to leave him behind. Oh, he's going to leave him behind, and he's got to leave him behind. No other option.
No other option left in that situation. But Ekta Esports, as you just mentioned, lost some in that fight. But look at that, Cops. All the 4 players alive inside the center of the circle. The 5th circle is still favoring them. Elementrix playing on the edge. Black. This man is so good with his GP28. Rana still just got thrown down. Look at that. 3 teams. Raw, Mama. His here inside that orange compound. Cops, Spicer pretty close to Raw Rage, as well as the other 3 players inside that one ban house. My Nation Esports, they have good control of the second ban house. What is going on? These are like neighbors.
And none of them are already inside the top 15. So
Yes.
you see the intent that I'm talking about, right? Oh, shots coming in. And I already see Leader Esports and Red Esports falling out of that top 15 list right after this first game itself. It's going to be very hard for them to keep their position over there because these teams have got a different idea completely. They're playing a completely different ball game. Look at that. 5th circle, we've still got 12 teams and 36 players, just one big compound that is holding at least 4 teams. So you get an idea. Look at Elementals on the backdrop. They're just on the beaches and they are still not inside the circle. It's going to be difficult for them. But My Nation, the way they are holding on to that house, they're just so cautious. They're not letting anyone get close to it. And the push from Elementrix comes in. This had to be done. This is the 5th team inside that compound over there.
Oh, look at that underrated rookie staying with this amazing knock. With that one grenade, it's so close. Will he go down? And the answer is yes. They've been found in the opening. But look at that on Freud. Just barely surviving on 1% HP, and that one grenade just bounced off from the rock. Slowly and steadily, things just moving back. Clown also got knocked out with that mini 14. 5th circle moving in. Teams are playing on the edge, fighting on the edge, and teams who have good control, of those compounds, team are charging in towards them. Another grenade is lobbed in from the side of Sagun, dished out some amount of damage. Yante popping some heads.
Well, he is. He's lost a few teammates already, but he's just the last guy standing, but he's not giving up. With that card idea, when you're the last person, the first thing I do is get rid of the board action. But look at this.
Yeah.
They have the DMR, they're hunting Griffin down. URS out in the open. They've got a very different situation to deal with. But now inside this compound where My Nation will opening up, and the Matrix they've come inside, and let's see what they're going to do. They're pinning down Cops right now. Who's going to be surviving over here in this farmhouse?
It is big question, Trooper. It is big question. Why they are not tossing any grenade on the first floor? Liquid hiding inside that one blue crate, and every single player of Elementrix, the other 3 players of Elementrix on the ground floor, still waiting for that abort. Going to a good push from the side of Inception, found an opening. Another player go down, and he's just going to finish the story. Almost not yet. Another player still surviving. Where he is hiding. That's the question. Elementrix is still received a lot of damage. Sus is shooting out in the open. Sus, Liquid on the inside for other players of 2 RPR and knock him out. GURKHA falls down.
Everything is just bringing in. The zone is just bringing all of the teams towards this round. Okay, look at where 2GR, they wanted to land towards the beach area, and that's a good curve. If you can just station yourself and get thrown over there, you might not get shots from the compound, but you really failed in that attempt. And where are the other teammates? And where are you jumping close? Gets picked off from the distance over there from Raw Official, who are just on the other side and holding this single-story house now. Rage is over here, and there's a completely different team. How many teams can this compound hold? Even AsOne are here.
no.
Look at the Gurkha;
team,
they're also
Italian
coming.
five.
And if you give them just one
Underrated.
compound, they're going to come for that. Even unrated here. This is an amazing scene coming in from PMCO Nepal Semi Final. Look at where they park their vehicle and go down instantly. That is going to be the end for the unrated rookies as well. But what a game! What a game are we witnessing? Is there any more team left that can just get some sort of angle in this? There's a shack remaining. Come, Krypton Esports, what are you doing there outside? Just get inside over here. Nades being exchanged. GR and GRB5, the lads going down. But MYN, they needed a big game at the start of the day, and that is exactly what they are getting. And look at where the other lads of 2GR are surviving, smoking to get closer to that house. The Raw Official is holding up. And even Saitama getting some kills, but Hoody, they are somehow surviving on the beach.
Secure
Only
two.
team
No,
surviving on the
sprint.
beaches.
Full ball down from the side of Mighty, who is so far away.
Seven teams inside here. 7 teams. And the ball is hurting. 2GR trying to press charges. AsOne trying to get Krypton away. They're not allowing them. What is the real estate price for a room here inside these pounds right now? Just calculate that for me. And the name being the cost.
Come on, it's in.
Inside the kitchen. Raw Official, one of the lads, he goes down as well. No one is getting any sort of spaces over here.
Yeah, this is so crowded. This is so crowded. Look at that Ghazi. Oh, before he fired a single bullet, the player just got knocked out. K is here so that he can finish the things off. And yep, just going to finish the things off for the players of Raw Corps. Spicer also got picked up. Grenadier title for Lake. Obviously, deserved that. Elementrix still there. Secured 5 3 players are there. My Nation Esports. All the 4 players are still there. Hoody, with those 2 kills, 3 players are still alive. But look at that. Xtreme Outlaws, that one single player from the side of Xtreme Outlaws is just going to join the fray. He is present towards the soul line. Sense, this is so deadly.
How did he land over there? Well, he's still surviving. Kudos to him. The only solo player out there surviving somehow for the team. But the all remaining 5 teams inside that compound, they're going to have a really tough time. And Lollipop, does he have an idea where Sense is? They've got a good space, they've got a good race to play, but shots might just be taken upon them and they blast off their vehicle. They're trying to create some cover. They've already got the Dacia blown up, but now look at that massacre of a situation inside this compound. The place where MYN, Nation Esports, is holding up, they look like in a decent spot, but he gets spotted. Sense gets spotted. Eventually, he's pinned down. That is the last kill now. Elementrix Orange takes down Hoody. Lollipop from the distance. What are they planning to do? That's going to be something interesting to watch out for. Now, the blue containers, 2GR make an appearance already over there, just outside, where Elementrix are holding up in this man out. It's going to be a problem for Elementrix if they deploy some nades. We saw what they did to the lads of Raw Official a little while earlier, and now Elementrix can be the next target.
I think so. They are going to be the next target, but look at that. As just mentioned, they have a good control of this blue crate, but 2GR, Lake hiding behind that one Tesla. Look at that. 3 smokes being tossed in so that he can make an extra cover. AsOne still here. My Nation Esports. All the 4 players are alive. You can see the same thing for Hoody. Finding some random bullets. Oh, he connected a lot of bullets on top of Lake. Lake's position has been compromised. Inception knows where he is. Liquid on the other side just still got thrown down. We still have 5 teams left. 7 circle closing in. 15 players are alive. Going so good. Another kill being confirmed by Liquid.
Well, yes, and look at that. Even still now, Hoody is surviving on the curve of the beach right now. So all the 4 teams, they are fighting inside the houses, and just one lad from 2GR, and he's going to get the pressure as Elementrix pop out. But Lollipop is ready for that situation. He's ready to return the favor. Orange does trade him out, but Hoody are going to play the X Factor in this game, and let's see how they're going to deal with this. As on one side, Saitama from AsOne Esports is still surviving, but Inception goes down inside the compounds as well. This is 2GR GR Lake. He's making an impression for his team. He's the last surviving player. He's really in need of some good points out here. And Elementrix getting pinned down by him. It's going to be very interesting. He's looking to just confirm the kill so quickly and get back into the cover. But Elementrix, Inception, he goes down eventually. And Dallu, he seals the kill over there.
Yeah, Dalu in fact secured that kill of Inception. Elementrix can do a heal battle. Do they have enough first aid kits? I don't think so. Orange has 0. So has his teammate Liquid. Both the players are barely surviving on those bandages. They have to do something. They have to make a move right now because they are just 26 minutes far away. 8 circle closing in. Hoody Esports. Look at that. Some of the players don't have the helmet. Saitama will take down one. Psycho from a different angle takes down Saitama. What is going on?
And Hoody now just running towards the compound. I don't know why. Maybe it's the one that is forcing them, but these concrete covers are being played brilliantly. Clown with that nade inside. He's just trying to buy some time for his teammates. And my nation really need a little bit of a breathing space now. On one side of the bar house, they've got Hoody who are deploying mollies and just eliminating players out of there. And Elementrix Orange just trying to survive in the shack. And AsOne Unity, they have created a big cloud of smoke for themselves. Mr. Akash will be surviving with a teammate over there. But now MYN under a lot of pressure. Let's see how they're going to deal with this. Hoody going to enter the compound because AsOne Saitama is creating a big problems for them. And if the vehicles get blasted over there, that might just take some players down. And the last player, 2GRG of GM, also goes down. Now Orange, it's a very difficult spot for him. The smoke has been planted already, but he tries to get inside the house. But there are already some inhabitants living inside over there who are not going to allow him that easy entrance. But Orange, he still survives. He's got 3 kills under his belt. Hoody just outside the house, deploying smoke, but still, AsOne, they are surviving in a very good spot and not allowing anyone to escape from there.
Look at that. This is the 9th Circle Trooper. We just hit the 29-minute mark, and this is the first game, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nepal Region for you. The best. The teams are doing a lot of job because they know this is going to be very important. Orange will go down, only dropped down to only 3 AsOne Unity. Saitama not falling back. Takes a lot of brutal damage, but he's still there. Psycho's position has been compromised. Prakash will be going to take him down. How else is able to take a single shot?
Oh, look at this! Place where Saitama went. He's spotted 3 to 4 players over there, but he's been put out over here. And Hoody are still surviving. Half the barn house is still outside the zone where MYN have deployed 3 players. Kudos to them because they were the first over here. Now Dalu goes down as well. 2 players on the ground floor survive. Zyrox and Psycho, and Akash is the last player who's enjoying some really good loot over here. There was an airdrop and he's got some upgrade and he's got some refreshments on the helmet vest over there. How important is that going to be for him? It's going to be something to watch out for. And Dale Daju, he does not have anything. Even the play zone is playing its toll now on Psycho. He goes down. Zyrox is the last guy over there and he's doing a heal battle. He's trying to defend. And let's see, Dale Daju goes there. He goes down, but eventually gets picked off by Mr. Akash over there. Now it's Zyrox, the last player. He gets down as well. So Hoody, go away with a chicken dinner. What a chicken dinner for them. They were not in the top 15, but with this one, they can station themselves beautifully in the top 15 of the overall 25 points for Hoody Esports. The only team that survived towards the southern part of the compound outside on the beaches managed to take away the chicken dinner.
Cops were holding. My nation were there. Raw. They had good control of the barn house. In fact, the team who was looking so good to RGR, they already want to contest the same thing, but it was Hoody who secured a chicken dinner as well as they just jumped on towards the 15th position. But MVP is from the side of AsOne Unity. Akash OP 490 damage, 1 assist. That healing done. The black mark average start was equally divided with every single player. It was close match.
Well, it was an amazing one, and Mr. Akash, he just played a really amazing game for his team out here, and so did his teammate Saitama, right? But there was a moment when Saitama just charged onto the team of Hoody Esports and found all the players over there. Luckily, Hoody were equipped enough and in a position to put him down. Otherwise, it could have been an easy fight for them, and the story could have ended for them. But now, look at this. Dale, Daju, Lollipop, so many players from Hoody Esports. But Orange was also spectacular in this game, wasn't he? 715 damage that he dished out. And the survival, look at the survival for all the top four players over here.
Yeah, more than 28 minutes, but we have Matt Sabri in front of us. Dele to secure the highest skills, and that is for longest distance skill is surprising. 312 meters again, that's amazing. Orange just out high spot damage. Look at that, 21 utilities used by this one lad. Elementary trust with that maximum assist. Oh,
Wow. So it's a really decent game, and these are the match rankings now. Where Elementrix they take away 16 points, My Nation take away 16, 2GR take away 10. It was a valiant effort from the duo over there, but they take 4 kills with them. And now, look at that, AsOne Unity with 17 points. So a pretty decent game for all these teams. Even GURKHABATTALION managed 6 points out of here.
yeah, they secured 6 points, only 1 placement, but 5 kill points. That's amazing. Now, if we talk about the second page of the match ranking, we will see that some teams secure 2 points as well as 3 points in this one particular match, and one team, I think so, they got eliminated without securing a single point. Let's see if it's true or not. But Nation Esports, 5 total points in their backpack. That is something great. And My Nation Esports, a great outing from the side of this one team.
Well, a perfect start for a lot of teams. Teams like Xtreme Outlaws, teams like My Nation, teams like Hoody Esports. This is exactly what they would have wanted at the start of the day in the first opening game. Even Team Cops, they really tried hard, but just get 4 points out of it. Look at what Raw Official did. They held up so beautifully over there, but just they were not on the right side of the compound. 2GR just pinned them so hard that they could manage only to get 3 points out of this encounter. And Ekta Esports and underrated rookies as well. But the Strangers, Huddle, Kalayuk, they really did not have a good start over there.
Yeah, we certainly don't have a good start out there in this first match. 3 matches still left for the day for these teams. Now, OHR Esports, not a good outing for them, but we have the F19 Pro movement, so beautiful, just like the device. And now we can see Xtreme Outlaws, after securing those 2 kills, they had a good start, but at the end, when they just went up inside the circle, when they were moving towards the circle, teams like 2RGR, that was so good. But look at that Battalion 5, that was a heroic move.
Well, it certainly was, and there were so many high moments in this game for a lot of teams out there. But eventually, only one could win, and that was Hoody Esports, and they really needed that win, right? And as you mentioned, they got a chicken dinner on the first day, and after that, this is just their second chicken dinner. And
On the last.
yeah, definitely, it's a really important game for them, and they just held on to it, right? They did not cut up to the compound. They read the zone beautifully, and they had the experience over there. They knew that they will cover the land that is going to help them. And if you know the terrain so well, it is always going to help you. And this is exactly what benefited 2GR Hoody Esports over there. And this was the final moments where sort of Akash was able to pick off another kill, for instance. But when he was pushed, he was just got that one knock. But the numbers clearly favored, even without the helmet. Look at that, he's out there without the helmet. But they go away with the chicken dinner.
The emoji had worked out perfectly, but look at that. Elementrix on the 6th with 114. But you know what? Hi. They are in a bit of trouble. Not that, but still on the first page, played 12 matches, 112 points. So, first with the leaderboard, not that important for some teams as well as not that important for some of the teams, in fact, for us as well, because these teams already had a good start. They were maintaining that advantage from the start, but this is the most important phase, right?
This is the business end, right?
Yeah, this is the business.
Look at that jump. 2GR GM Esports on 12th, and then we already have Red Esports out of the contest, and this is what we were talking, right?
Yeah.
They were looking good before the start of this game, but 69 points in 12 matches are not going to give you a PMCO regional finale slot, and that is exactly what has happened to Red Esports. They got 40 placement points, 29 kills, but now they are out of this contest, and Hoody have made their way on the top 50. CN Esports were already out, but this was not a good game for Ruthless Aggressive Warriors.
Yeah.
Not even for Team Calls, but My Nation Esports, look at where they are right now.
But
52 points in 9 matches. They're going to really try hard.
Yeah, true. But the point is, if My Nation Esports, if they just want to qualify for the 15 as well as just want to qualify for the finals, they need exactly 25, in fact 26 points more, because the team who is on the 15 position, they have 77 points.
but they're
Frozen
going to but they
Phoenix.
have more matches, right? So they're going to just
Yes.
move up as well. So it's going to be commotion in the next 3 matches. I'm already excited for this one because all the teams on the third page, they have a legit genuine chance, and who is going to get a big chicken dinner out of those teams on the third page is definitely going to put themselves in a very good spot. And don't forget, we have the PMNC champions over there as well on the
Yeah.
18th spot. Raw official, they're also part of the contest, and it's pretty much possible for them also to get a slot inside the PMCO regional finale. And it's
Yeah.
going to be really amazing to see them. But are they going to get it or not? They've got 3 more matches to decide.
They still have 3 more matches left for the day. Raw official, the hopes are high, but matches are quite low. The second match, it is going to be Miramar, and I'm very excited for that, Rupert. But we have to wait for that. And we'll go on a short break coming right up. It is going to be the second map for the day, Miramar.
Here we go now.
Are you keeping it real? I'm calling shotgun, wanna see my baby run. Oh, what's the word on the sea? Kicking up the dust, you know what I mean. We got a good thing going. We got a good thing going on.
Here we go now.
Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2021 Nepal Region, sponsored by Oppo F19 Pro. Woke up your fun. This is going to be the second match for the semi-finals last day, and we saw Hoody Esports secure another chicken dinner, and we have the Miramar in front of us. The plane desert trajectory start from the trailer park and moving towards the eastern side of Impala.
Well, yes, a slightly northeastern tilt in the circle in the flight path over here. So cities like Miramar, Chumasera, even Lost in Oz would be far off limits over here for teams to directly access. And let's see how they're going to that aspect is going to change their game plans over here. And the jump is already here. Teams like Strangers, Huddle, they've already made the jump, and the Mentrix are also already out of the plane as well. So a pretty interesting, exciting finish of the Erangel game. Now let's see what happens in the desert island.
Let's see what's gonna happen in in this desert island. We know the water level is quite low, uh, but the pressure is so high. Strangers, look at that, just heading towards the western side of the map. Telpos were already being secured by the players of Ekta Esports. Really, again going for that for their extreme propagation from the western or dropping on the western side of the map. But what do you think? Where the circles is going to form, Trooper?
We're going to find that out just in a little while over here, and I feel like the Lost Leonos might be just inside the circle over here, and it's going to be oh no, oh no, it's a western circle over here. So already we've got half the teams that are inside the circle beautifully, and the other half are just towards the eastern edge of the circle. So there's going to be a lot of traffic towards the eastern edge, and some of the teams might just want to make that longer rotation from the southern parts of the Los Llanos area and maybe just enter from that Veladamar city. Uh, aspect, and it's going to be a really interesting opening if the teams try to do that. It's going to be interesting that which are going to be the teams who would look to occupy the southern half as well, because clearly, if you see, already half the circle is filled up.
Yeah, the half circle is already filled up with the teams, and now the teams who just dropped down to the eastern side, they have to think something, especially if they're gonna rotate towards the Picardo area, or if they're just going to move from San Martin, it might possible they just end up against some teams. But Impala being contested by this one team, and that is Raw Official. We know that they are the champions of the PMNC Nepal, and they were looking so good. That was a fight between them and JyanMaara, and right now it's again the same. But JyanMaara, they won third, but Raw, now they found themselves on the third page of the leaderboard.
I really want to see them qualify, to be really honest, because being the national champion, being crowned the national championship recently, if they miss out on the PMCO regional finale, it's going to be a very big setback for them. But if they go through, it would be really interesting what they pull off over there, because yeah, you won the national championship, but here you win that one slot to the PMPL. You already have that, I know, through the national championship, but can you prove yourself? Hashtag one yet again in a tournament at this level. That is going to be a big challenge for them. But let's see if they can pull that off.
Let's see if we can pull that off or not. But Roper, I have another question for you, and that is teams like underrated rookies, what should they do if they want to secure good points, at least a second dinner with or more than 9 kills?
Well, right now they're not looking very good, right? They've just got
For sure.
37 points in the overall. So I think it's the placements that's been the problem for them, and they are finding way too many fights during the early mid game. So if underrated rookies, if you talk specifically about them, they can just work a little bit on that position department in the next 3 matches, and let's see if they can pull that off or not. Because clearly they're not carrying maximum players to the final circles.
Yeah, for sure. I totally agree with that point. If you have all the 4 players alive in the final circle, then taking some fights as well as engaging some fights, it will be easy for you if you're just facing one team who has only 2 players left. Then you can easily charge up onto them. Despite if you lost two, as while taking some fights, but at the end it's going to come. It just all comes down to you how you're going to react to that situation. Now, Team Cops.
Even
Just
Ocean
see.
talks a lot about good fights and bad fights, right?
Yeah.
So the fights they're taking during the mid game are sort of turning to be bad fights for them, and they really
Yeah.
got to read the situation, right? You've already played 9 matches, you got 3 more to go. 9 matches are more than enough for you to adapt to the strategies, and
Yeah.
I think it's high time for them, and they should really go passive during the mid game because clearly the aggressive stance is not working for them at that spot.
You know what? There's another thing I just want to point out that is from the start of the PMCU, the pressure was high because we all know you just have only 12 matches on the schedule, right? You have only 12 matches, and 12 matches, the number is not that huge. You have way less chances, but teams like JyanMaara, they know that if we have less chance, we are gonna use those few chances just gonna shift as well as remold those into our favor, and that's why they are on the top. Same as the players of AsOne Unity, we never expected that they're gonna secure 2 chicken dinners in a row, and they are looking so good in the overall ranking. Now, Ekta Esports, they every single time whenever me and Johnny just cast the matches together, he always put up this point, and that is Ekta Esports love to play slow. They always go for that slow approach, and then whenever they just found themselves in the final circle, or we can say towards the fifth or the sixth circle, they always play so fast.
But in the last game, they also fell down, right, in
Yeah.
numbers. I think it was a sense over there from Xtreme Outlaws that sort of decimated 3 of the lads with just one single lane on that Archer Tower. So that is also something for Ekta Esports to watch out for. You can't rely on just 1 or 2 players every single time. You got to stick together as a team, and that is why you see them play that slow game, because they realize the importance of keeping the numbers alive. And we have already seen them take fights inside the final circles as well.
Yeah.
But now we have got Elementrix in front of us, underrated rookies. This is just the exact fight that I wanted them to avoid. But just outside the windows of Montevideo, they found Elementrix and they're falling down to them.
Oh
So
no.
they need a little bit more time on the learning curve, I feel. Maybe
Yeah.
a few more PMCOs might do the trick for them.
I think so. I think so. Or maybe this. Just watch your gameplay, right? Just open the PUBG Mobile official channel. Just open the PUBG Mobile Esports official channel. Subscribe to it and just do search your matches and look out for. Just listen to the casting. Lovely voice, Trooper, and mine is,
Phoenix Shivansh,
it's
yeah.
also good. But the thing is, they can easily learn from their mistakes if they want to. Obviously, you have to. You have to. If you just want to be the best, you have to learn from your mistake. But right now, look at that. The players from the side of underrated rookies got stuck just close to this brown compound.
And look at this. Now suddenly they go passive. Now suddenly they go passive because they've lost the numbers. They're back in the 3v4 situation. Now there's a flank player. They're trying to bring him into the equation. That is why holding on to this part. And one of the lad, Stalker gets picked off now with a nade. The Stalker being punished out there.
Yeah. You know what? As I just mentioned earlier, that now they're being passive. The mindset, obviously. Whenever you start losing some players, you're always like, no, we're not. We just don't want to lose some more. And in fact, if you're just facing teams like Elementary, we all know that they played a lot of PMCOs. They already test the waters. They have a lot of experience. Literally, huge amount of experience this team has. But if you're just facing team like this, you always have an upper advantage, and that is going to be the X factor. They never know that which type of strategies you opt for, from where you start rotations, as well as where you drop down. So this is going to be the best part for you. And look at that result.
Yeah, the zone just shows that even Bozo, even Sai gets picked off even before. But now the third lad over here, the final lad, he's trying to survive. Mr. Thing, I think, is picked off Orange. Yes, he has. And eliminated Orange. That's a bit of a surprise for Elementrix, and now they're angry. Look at him, Inception. He's just so angry. He's going in alone. Oh no, he's just waiting for the cover. But he goes down.
Oh,
He needs some support. Two of the players go down. This is certainly a 1v3 that Mr. Thing is pulled off. The last and final play. He needs to get this 1v1 situation now. Liquid in front of him.
No!
He shuts him down. Eventually, thankfully, Elementrix survived. Underrated rookies. Mr. Thing, he just turned the fight on its head. He was the last surviving player. It was a 1v4 situation at a moment, and he got 3 players down. He just completed 1 luckily. And Elementrix are going to revive and go ahead as a 3-man strong team. But what a near escape for them.
For sure, Trooper. It was like being so good. When he couldn't able to jump from that window, he jumped from the staircase, and that's why he lost his life. But look at that miracle! He has that MP49, and he can do wonders with that up against the players of Battalion 5. This is going to be a close fight for sure. One grenade being tossed in towards Miracle, and he escaped the impact of that grenade. Just gonna spot up one player. Look at that Molly, just so close to Onfroy. Onfroy bought some more time because he just walked out.
Oh,
One
there's a
smoke, but
utility.
that one grenade, Miracle knocked him down.
Yeah, he just deployed the second utility over there, and now a follow-up Molly inside the smoke as well. Kaizen is going to hold the revive. Look at Deepan's position as well inside this fight. GURKHAxBATTALION, they're getting pinned down over here, but it's the smoke not only is just impairing their vision, it's also giving opportunity for Xtreme Esports. But Kaizen wins that 1v1. He shuts down Tago and holds the revive back. Wow, domination. I like that swag over there.
Yes, for sure. Like if you're just brought down to if you are on the back end, if you don't have that advantage, at least go for that 1v1 duel. Might possible just you're gonna win that, and that's the same thing just happened now. Look at that, Battalion 5 secured one, all 4 players alive. Another grenade just being tossed into his side of Onfroy, and he received some amount of damage. But Deepan, as I just mentioned, his position hasn't been compromised yet.
Well, yes, he's going to be the X factor over there. And Xtreme Esports don't have any idea about it. And somehow, GRB5, they're still surviving without losing any single player.
The best part, right?
The re- Yeah. And now, Yante. It's his turn to come into the action. Miracle still holding on to that position. For a moment there, he created an opening that looked really, really good. But he's still holding on to this edge. The revive has been executed. Utilities flying around the hall over here. Multiple utilities flying around the hall.
Yeah,
And now
another.
a smoke. Yeah, it's a smoke that has been deployed. He's just trying to get away, okay? So they're going to change their positions because they're not getting anything substantial from here. Now, Gyante is over here, tries to clear off an angle where no one is. And Miracle with that M49. Are you going to rush through that smoke? No, luckily
No.
no. Now another nade. Back to the M249. Back to the nade.
You know what American can do, Trooper, at this moment? Just press that firing button, reload your MP9, and just run! Run towards your enemies. It
No, no, no.
might possibly gonna take down one or two.
That's why bots pick you off. That is why bots.
Oh,
this
no,
is looking
Grenade
good.
shot. Oh,
This
he
is on
survived.
fry. Yeah, this is on fry trying to return some nade, but on the other side of the wall. And now Yante's got an idea. He's just
Yante!
and on pro is down. He's just got an idea, a little bit of an idea, and this is exactly what they were waiting for. And now they're going to deploy multiple utilities over there, but they still want to play with the X factor on the first floor. And this position has yet not been revealed. That is Dipan. He's holding up. Just the moment when Chande enters from this gate towards the left hand side, shots would be available for Dipan. Let's see how is he going to react to this. And no, Dipan gets spotted or what?
Oh, that really
You have
is
an
so-
idea. Oh, what a beautiful nade from Miracle.
Perfect
Now
bounce.
it's time to rush. Now it's time to rush. They're going to find him off. Beautiful. The revive has been hit already. The point over
Come
here.
on,
The
come on.
M49
Fighting.
is running inside. It's on a free firing mode. They are just creating havoc over there. All the players surviving with the cover of the smoke over there. Now they're pushing in, taking players down. Taking them lost the player over there. And now the final player, Sargon. Here to come and just this one guy still standing. The other are losing their knees inside, but still Gyante. He's surviving, switching to the FPV mode, trying to win this fight. This is Ekta and Super Stalin making it out of each other, and eventually Gyante shuts them down. And Miracle, what a miracle player. He got multiple players now with the nades out there. What a game. What a game coming in. They just lost one player. That was Sago. He was lost quite early.
Yeah, they lost him quite early, but now they have to move inside the circle. And you know what, Trooper?
Yeah.
That's how they're gonna treat you if you're gonna enter in their compound. With those grenades, with those, if we're gonna share that compound with them. But look at that, we have the beast and the aircraft free with the level 3 kit and a med kit. You know, if we're just gonna hurt someone, just give them the med kit so that they can heal themselves out. But look at that Dalu with this amazing grenade knocked out two of Elementrix Inception inside that one shot.
Wow. This is the second fight for him, right? He's going.
And they're gonna lose it.
Yeah,
Yeah, they lost it.
sadly.
Sad.
But they're already in a decent spot on the first place. They're definitely going to be part of the region finale. 2 more matches remaining. They've already overtaken Hype in the last game. It's not going to be a big problem for them. They were in a state of problem when I did not cast on the first day, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I came on to
That
the
moment.
second, and I came for the last 2 matches, and I was like, "Where is Elementrix on the 4th page? Bring them on."
And you were like, now the curtains are off for them.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, let me prove you wrong, buddy. But look at the circle. Oh, the quad way is in the inside circle.
This is going to get interesting, right? Just outside the city of El Pozo, those are big ridges. They provide a lot of good cover. 2 to 3 teams can survive on the ridges over there. Let's see how they're going to just play this game.
Oh, look at that gully. Oh, the SPL, he will fall down from that explosion. Dark Strangers. Finally, I saw them, like, after so long, they are just collecting some kills, and that is a good thing.
By their standards, they're on the wrong side of the feet.
Oh. Okay.
The way they have been suffering throughout the entire PMCO.
I
but
got it.
they-
I got it.
But let's see how they're going to improve, right? Because they still got
Yeah.
these 3 matches. If they can change the stance even now, it's going to be a very good learning experience for them. But now, Triple Esports, they've spotted Raw Official. It's a very important game for Raw Official, right? They just got to keep their vehicles in a better spot than that. And now, the chicken dinner team from the last game, Hoody Esports, they are still holding on to this high ground over here. Even AsOne is spinning down My Nation Esports in some part of the map. And let's see when we are going to have a look at that contest, because we know how important the matches are for teams like Cops, for teams like
Oh
Hoodie,
yes.
and we have got an AWM running.
On shot, on head. You know what was that? Penetrating that helmet on straight onto your head, got knocked down. I love those AWM. I love some sniper shots because I don't know how to use it, but I love to witness when players do that. But look at that Spicer. Come on, just stop one grenade. One grenade can finish off the story for those two players. But look at the draw stepping up, making things more worse for Krypton. Kalyug on the other side, taking that barrage from the side of the players of AsOne.
Well, certainly. Let's see. These are the shots
Oh,
with
another
Natics on
piece.
it, and Cops official right in front of them.
Oh, why?
Let's see if we can catch one of those knocks over there.
At least give me one. Come on. Another Spicer. You'll go to. No! Okay. Try one more time. Come on. Since he can do it. But what do you think?
I think he's already placed one shot. He's good enough to land another. It's just a matter of time. He just needs a still head, but I don't like the split situation that they're playing right now
Yes.
in
I
this
totally
part of the map, because one of the lads is outside the circle. He's on high ground for sure, but Raw Official have already spotted him. They've got their eyes towards him. It's going to be difficult for him to move in as the fourth circle is now closing in inside the 19th minute now, and just minutes, seconds away from the fifth circle. And that there in the split situation, he's in a desperate mode right now. He can just go down or maybe take a few players down with him if possible, but he's certainly not going to be with the team.
But you saw that from the side of the players of Outlaws when the player he was using that AWM, and look at that clone again with that emoji bobblehead. Using it's beautiful, it's yellow, it's pale yellow. I love the color. But as I was mentioning earlier, that he's using that AWM with Thompson. What type of crazy combination? Oh, six bombs in another. Oh, come on, come on.
I absolutely like the combination. I
Yeah.
absolutely love the combination. AWM with the Thompson with the magazine size. You don't have to switch on to the weapon, so you're not just missing out on the magazine size as well. And then you have got the AWM that is going to give you a lot of backspace as well. So now, but now coming back to Xtreme Esports, they're finding themselves outside the circle on this northern side. But Kalyug, they're getting pinned down over there in the side over here. And Chante, what can you pull off with Miracle? Let's see if they can pull this 2v4 over here. They've got an M249, they've got an AKM. At this distance, they can be devastating. But the resistance coming in from Kalyug, and it's a really decent fight that these lads are putting up right now. They've lost a teammate, but yes, they've pinned down these two players and not allowed them to overpower them.
Oh, look at that. Miracle. He has that M249 for the second time to be the players of first. Kalyug, both the teams, they have to win that 150 meters. The Mark Shanti knocked out on fire, but SPL knocked out Shanti. That good, great. Miracle still on the top of this black compound. Miracle just dropped down now. He's just moving forward. The clone, he has no helmet, so he has to be careful. He's taking a TPV angle. Oh, the speed. Oh, slow.
Audacity moving out, trusting the M249, running out in the open, leaving the man behind, but getting shots from the back lines, and SOL
It rhymes.
takes him down. I know that. I naturally do that. I don't have to practice.
Oh,
But now getting back here towards the northern edge, UTR and Unity as well towards the eastern side, trying to pin down these teams coming in from the southeast side. That we've got the Strangers trying to make an appearance from that angle, but it's not going to be an easy route for any of the teams. You can look at Huddle, Bahadur with that extended M466 play. He's getting shots in retaliation as well, and he's got to survive using the little bit of a cover that he has behind those rocks, and he's deployed one more smoke. This is AsOne coming in from that direction, and they're going to pose a lot of problems. Even the Stranger, they're getting some good kills for themselves. 3 kills for Evil already. What were you doing in the first 8 matches, and they've eliminated My Nation Esports?
wow, that is amazing. With the Rangers, I just want to mention one thing. They got eliminated too. Team Huddle on the other side. They are still there. Galyuk takes six, and that's a nice secure 2 kill points. AsOne Unity, all the 4 players are alive, secure 2 as well inside the circle. The Vim circle is closing in. Hoody Esports, look at that trooper. 3 players are alive from the side of that one team.
Well, they certainly are. They certainly are. And now, smokes being deployed currently from AsOne Unity. It's a lot of open ground where this match is going to be played now. Just 8 teams, 23 players part of this action right now. And Mr. Panda, he just knows still where Bahadur is, right? He's been there for a very long time and deploying Unity again and again. This is going to be long toss nade. This might just be the end for Bahadur. No, it does not have that kind of a distance over there. But we've got more teams that are finding themselves outside the circle towards the northern side. And I'm talking about Hoody Esports. I'm talking about a team towards the left of Hoody. Let's see what they're going to do. They're going to move out of these concrete covers of heaven that they've been enjoying for so long. 2GR. They got to move outside now. It's going to be very, very difficult for them to do that.
Yeah, it is very, very difficult for them to do that. But look at that side now. Spots out Bahadur. Trying his level best to connect some shot. He already feed that information to his teammates. Now they are looking out for the same angle, but they have to move inside the circle. In fact, only 4 meters. Saitama not that far behind. Bahadur, his kill has been secured by Panda. Team Huddle at 8 to secure one kill point. Panda just going to create as well as just going to build a smoke path for the Esports slowly steadily crossing. Officials are also there, but Xtreme Outlaws, one player got knocked out. He needs the revival. The revival already being initiated, but the backup is already there. But look at that, Ring just being more aggressive.
Well, yes. Official getting inside the top 7. Outlaws getting inside the top 7. They're going up against each other on the ridge over here towards the southern side. And Frenzy with a Thompson out there. Let's see what he can do. They've got place on the flank angle as well. But AsOne on the other side of the zone, they're creating some havoc for the teams coming in from the northern side. But this is the commitment coming in from Frenzy right now. He's got the Thompson over here, gets down, pulls down by Mana. That's a Mama over a really good dominating gameplay coming in from Peacock over there as well.
Yeah.
Sorry for his name, but yeah. But Rada on a different side from Peacock holding on as well. That's what he's going to do. Shots and covered, he might just go down, but survives, getting thrown down at a very exact point.
Yeah, perfectly. That drone button pressed by him was so timed. But look at that, Cops receiving some amount of damage from the distance, and Saitama is just going to knock out one player, and that is going to be from the side of Raw. One player got knocked out, 2 players still surviving, 6 kills being secured by this team. Comet, he already committed to his move, and that's why he's just going to hug that girl down vehicle. Pretty close to that one player, Mama will take it down, and he's surviving on just one Comet on the back line.
He shouldn't be surviving, right? We were both saying the same thing. How is he surviving over here? Goes down eventually, but a decent game for him. Gets to the hashtag 6 position. They're trying really hard and they're showing a lot of heart. The Outlaws over there, let's see, they've still got 2 more matches to perform. But now, from one side, Pops have made their appearance over here, and Hoody getting back-to-back good matches here. They've got multiple players inside the final circle, but Raw, they really badly need the chicken dinner over here. They've just got 2 players, Rage and Pick. Let's see what they're going to do. And now, Clown on your screen takes down the player from
AsOne. This team is so good. Rana, Sports don't want to tell you not to. Oh my goodness, that's so good. Baki 4, spots out 1, just got a lot of damage on the second, just gonna burst out that group, but no, just gonna secure that 1 kill. That is so good. Raw official, despite the fact they lost 2, but secure a lot of kills. Hoody Esports, oh, they eliminated 1 team, and Lollipop showcasing that while he is the best in the team, domination died a lot to his name.
Wow, what a game coming in over there. AsOne Unity, they just caught in that rotation, trying to catch the circle. They've been denied, and I think it is all going to come down to the timing of that rotation. Where were you moving too early towards the circle? You could have just waited on to that position. I think they were finding themselves in a very peculiar position on a high ground, where they couldn't have even stayed for a longer time, and they might be just running out of smokes because they've been using so much utilities for a very long time from the eastern edge, and that is what happens when you just run out of utilities. So let's see. These 4 teams now, who do you think, Shivansh, has a higher chance of picking up with the chicken dinner over here?
Any day, because look at that. Look at that confidence. Look at that sheer confidence. This vehicle is already almost blown up, but he's still moving. And oh, latte.
Is it part of the buggy already?
Okay, I think so. I think so, but for how long? Oh, what is that? He's showing the part of the buggy. Oh no!
Wow, man. Wow. Camouflage at its best. And the
Camouflage,
backpack
yeah.
also giving him some sort of a cover over there.
Oh
He's
no!
not getting spotted.
What is
He's
going
not
on?
getting
Oh
spotted.
no!
Oh, he's going to
What is
spot
this?
him, man. Spot him. Whoa. Whoa, Lake. What a kill for him. He's going to remember this. He's going to tell this to people. What an amazing kill. He was not spotted. Right in front. And what has he done over there? He's done an amazing 1v3. Gets Rana as well down. Gets picked off eventually. Hoody takes the second dinner. But what a camouflage. What a camouflage game coming in from Lake. What a game.
I'm stunned, Trooper. I am stunned, to be honest.
Go on, Team Cop. Go on, Team Cop this time. There was a player.
There was a player. Okay, I thought that is a buggy. Hey, you thought that is a buggy. There's a player between the front and the rear tire, and you thought that's a buggy. Nice.
Wow. We're going to have some sleepless nights. And look at there was a helmet right over there where he was scrolling on a screen, right? 24 points for Hoody. Back-to-back chicken dinners for them.
Yes.
But pick from Raw. What an amazing game he's had over here. 1,000 damage. 1,000. Amazing number. 3 assists, but 1,000 damage that he just got for his team. An amazing performance coming in for him. And that is going to do their team a lot of good confidence. And that is exactly what they needed right now.
You know what, Trooper? For me,
Yeah.
Lucky was ending. Because, you know what? That was a ballsy move. You know that you might get caught out with any single player. Despite of the fact, he knows that there's one single team behind that ridge. But he was being so silent. Just sticking around with the buggy. We have
And
the
he
top
was
player.
confident enough that I'm on this side of the buggy, but I won't get spotted. Maybe I might get. And the helmet did not have a skin. It was very close to that buggy tire, right? So almost camouflaging with the tire. And the buggy had a yellow color that was camouflaging with his backpack. Wow.
Oh, and he was wearing a Babe suit, I think. So that just got launched 1 year ago, if I'm not wrong. And that is in yellowish color. One
I
of the
have no
most
idea about this
expensive, suit back in the days. I still remember, Trooper, because that was one of my favorite suits. But now we have the match ranking in front of us. Ruthless, aggressive warriors on the third with 14. 2 RGR with that approach, 18 points.
Well, yes, and look at the number of teams getting into double digits. Even AsOne Unity on the first place of the overall getting 140 game for themselves. But Cops, what happened to them? What hit them? What hit them?
hard.
But they did manage to get the top few spot out of there. And it was a 1v3 from Lake in the end, right? That was also something remarkable that he pulled off. But Elementrix getting those 4 kills quite early, no placement points for them. Nation Esports getting 3 points, but they needed so many more. But Xtreme Outlaws with 5 more points over here. Let's see how they're going to improve their chances to qualify for the top 15 teams of the region inside the semi-finale. But before that, we're going to have a quick look at the Oppo F19 Pro moments, where all these fights are going to be showcased once again. And some amazing fights, right? The one between Elementrix over there, and then we had that big long fight that was played in that warehouse. I thought that was an amazing fight, right?
That certainly was. But this was the end for the players of Unreal
This one.
Rookies. Now, this fight, it was
Yeah.
so good from the start. Look at that. It started when we hit the 10-minute mark, and it just taken end. It just got end at the 14:30.
Wow. A good 4.5 minutes of the fight over there, and absolutely loved every single second of it, right?
Yeah, and you know what? Miracle did the same thing. He was like inside the smoke and using that M249 perfectly and firing a lot of shots, and that was so good to witness.
Yeah, I completely relate to that. But now look at these were the fights towards the final circles. When the final circle was shaping and the fifth circle was closing. And this is the peculiar moment, right? They were already finding themselves at a very wrong position. The Rock was just the last place
at
where they
that.
could survive. And then Dark Days moment.
Oh, in fact, his pan is also
Yeah.
yellow color. Wow, what was? No, you had
Perfect
never
camouflage.
ever expected this.
The perfect camouflage, I would say. And the Miramar landscape is also sort of a yellowish, right? So he wasn't getting spotted over there. But have a look at the overall ranking now. The Vibes with already 199 points, they're over there. But AsOne Unity rise up the ranks, they go to the fourth position. The Gangsters have been pulled down to the fifth spot. Not a big thing to worry for them. But let's see the second page. That is going to be important. Triple Esports with a 104. They're also looking decent. But now the second page, the business and Frozen Phoenix, they fall down over there. 77 even it's goodbye curtains for Leader Esports and not very long time for Frozen Phoenix as well on the 15th spot as well. But look at that. Raw make an appearance already. 78. They needed to get this points, and that is exactly what they have done. But where have Hoody Esports landed? 98 points after two back-to-back amazing matches. So let's see. Cops 73 still got a chance. They need to just continue the good work. My Nation Esports coming into the scene, 78 points. But after them, I think the Outlaws also need a very desperate effort. Even the Battalion Fives. These are going to be the three teams on the 20th, 21st, and 22nd that we got to keep our eyes on. Maybe or maybe not, they might just cross the line. But Cops are really near to that mark over there. Let's see if they're going to be able to do that or not.
Let's see, will they be able to do that or not? We have to wait for that. But you know what? Now, after that approach from the side of Dark Rangers, it was amazing to witness because they were focusing on those hill points, but at the end, they are set up the 30th team Huddle. Going to step up on the 28 with 30 points in their backpack. But now, half of our matches are done out of 2 matches are done already. Now, the Miramar map, it was amazing. Erangel match, it was so close. It was like almost 30 minutes. But the Miramar map, it was also so close. We had, I think so, we just hit the 27th minute mark in the final circle. But now, the Sanhok, the next map, it is going to be the Sanhok, and we all know it is famous for those early fights. And we're going to take those early fights only. Time will answer our question, but we're going to short break. Coming right up, it is going to be the third match for the day.
Here we go now.
Are you keeping it real? I'm pulling shotgun, wanna see my baby run. Oh, what's the word on the sea? Kicking up the dust, you know what I mean. We got a good thing going. We got a good thing going on.
Here we go now.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to PUBG Mobile Club Open for Split 2021 Nepal Region, sponsored by Oppo F19. Bro, hook up your fun. My name is Phoenix, and alongside me, it's IGPL to go. Okay, he's here. So basically, we are done with our 2 games. The third map, it is going to be Sanhok. The grasslands are there, and the camouflage is on.
Well, it can be the day for camouflages, right? If we got some more camouflage action coming in from the Sanhok game, and we really do say that sort of that sort of a gameplay from Sanhok. But what just happened inside the final circles in Miramar? Wow, Lake, he just gave some sleepless nights to the players from Corps over there.
To be honest, that is going to be like a nightmare for cops. Like they never expected this. One player just rise from the tires from the buggy and literally just like killing every single person where whoever he spots out. But now, oh, the plane path is almost like we are used to these type of plane paths in Sanhok. Now again, Cave, Camp Charlie, Painan, Corey, Boot Camp, Paradise Resort, Nakam, Sami, Tambong, Camp Alpha, Hatin. These areas are still glidable, and you can even go to Ban and Camp Bravo if you want to. Mongai, it's a pretty decent area. Yesterday, when I was playing the game, I saw that you will. Even I had collected a lot of good loot in that area. So yeah, Mongai is a good option to drop out.
Yeah, and a little bit of glimpses of a transformer over there, right inside the final circle. One moment he was part of the vehicle, and the next
Yeah,
he was just shooting at them, right?
yeah.
Surprise to me.
Transformers.
What a moment.
Okay, now I got it. I got it. Yeah.
Congrats. But by Nation Esports towards the western coast. And fights have already begun over here. First blood for Xtreme Esports. Spikey picks off the kill, and action already starts right from the very first minute. We have not even touched. We have not even touched the 1.5 minute mark. I was just cracking lane jokes out there. But these teams, they're already so serious. They're already hunting down players, and let's see how Chane and his teammates are definitely going to start off proceedings. They're just pinning down Krypton Esports and just forcing them away from the compounds over here.
Yeah, just pushing out them from the compounds. And Gante, look at that. He has that an R1 pistol, and that is one of the best pistol I know. I used that in the game, and the damage is also insane. But look at that. Ekta Esports secured one kill.
Well, they already have, but what do we have here towards bootcamp? What is the sort of situation? We've got Yuria already here. I can spot one more team. AsOne Unity are also here. So some early contest coming in from this Sanhok game, from this Group B and Group D encounter. And let's see who's going to rule over bootcamp in this lobby of Civ 15.
Let's see. We can see that some of the utilities already tossed into the side of underrated rookies in Saitama. While he was jumping in the gap, he got knocked out. Now this is not looking good for AsOne. Now the teams will start closing in the distance. Underrated rookies, they found an opening, but when they're going to capitalize on this opening, this is going to be the best question for now.
Well, it's the important thing that Yuria have uh, got that knock, but they're not committing themselves entirely. Just two players just sort of getting closer to them, and this has been the problem for you, URS, right? For a moment, I just went to a completely different region, UDR, but no, they are still URS over here. But let's see. Uh, they're just closing in with Yoki and Spark. They've restationed themselves. Soccer is looking for a completely different angle. He's checking out if there are ranks towards the teammates. But now, URS getting caught out, set down. That is it.
That is it. That is it. Now, okay, look at that. Saitama just gonna lob that one grenade. Both the players just gonna exchange some grenades, and in fact, two players tossed in one grenade, and none of them find an opening. But Saitama found one, just gonna secure one, knocked out another. What was that?
But Stalker takes him down. Stalker takes him down. But the problems are the situation is still under control for AsOne, right? They can still just revive that player there and keep the eyes dedicated on Stalker as well. So they're looking in a pretty decent spot already. Nothing much for them to worry over here. But let's see. Akash now closing in on Stalker with his M416, looking confident already. The revive on Saitama has already been executed. And you are an innovator.
Yeah. Now look at that, Akash from a different angle. Just gonna secure one other kill. Now only one second surviving from the side of underrated rookies. This is going to be the end in the Sanhok map. But for how long they're going to survive? Panda found one frag grenade on top of that building. Stalker, he has that Uzi without any helmet, a level 1 vest, a level 1 loadout, especially Uzi, the best gun in the close range, but you're going to face 3 teammates. In fact, 3 players instantly. Panda just going to end things, just going to close the things off. Underrated rookies, 15th position is.
Well, once again, they failed to get any placement point out of this game, right? And that has been their problem. That has been their problem throughout, and it continues inside this Sanhok game as well. Just one more game remaining for them to improve on their stances, but clearly it's already too late. The war is already over for them, and just it's going to be a good learning experience for the remaining tournaments that they're going to play in the year. And let's see how they're going to perform over there.
Let's see how they're going to perform. That's a good thing. But now, Gyante, this lad is so good with his 416 spray as well as AMP. And we have the airdrop one in front of us, the perfect combination you can ever find in an airdrop. And that is going to be MK14 with an extended quick draw and a level 3 kit plus 1 painkiller. Perfect.
Well, they are in the MK14. Wow. Would really love to see this on auto in this game, right? Close Rage. And if you could only get your hands on a Giddy suit, the perfect combination inside Sanhok to surprise anyone. You just need luck here with a Giddy suit, right? He knows how to utilize it perfectly.
Yeah. How to utilize it perfectly. That's the best. If you're gonna use that in your favor, if you know how to use it, then you can easily take down some players without any problem. But look at that team, battalion 5 slowly closing in on Troy, just leading the charge. On the other side, we can see Prison just driving a buggy out in an open area. Ekta Esports heard, I think so. They know. No, they don't know. Just moving towards circle, and that is going to be the most important part for them. But now, one question for you, Drew. What do you think? Is Hoody Esports just going to secure another chicken dinner? There's going to be the hat trick, or someone else will destroy their dreams?
Well, they are on a hat trick, but let's see. It's going to be amazing if they pull off the hat trick, right? But yes, there are other teams inside the lobby that are really trying hard. And as a penultimate game of tournament, I expect the new team to rise to the occasion because it's a high pressure game, right? And
Oh
we were expecting a very fast-paced Sanhok game with a lot of action, but clearly that did not happen. Just one wipe that we saw inside the first 8 minutes, and since then it's been a very quiet game. Huddle just finding themselves towards the northern edge and just surviving over here. Even other teams, they're not looking to commit themselves into that early fight too early, so they just playing the waiting game, most of them. And it's going to be very interesting. Look at that. Raw official already in finance. Strangers just outside finance towards the southern part. And my Nation Esports, they're also looking decent towards ruins. So all these teams have got a very, very important game ongoing.
True.
I don't see any easy chicken for Hoodie. They have got to fight it one more time.
Yeah, they have to. They certainly have to. But now look at that. Xtreme Outlaws playing on the shorelines and Sagun on a different side taking some fights. But with whom? That is going to be the question. But Ekta Esports, why are they are still at Paradise Resort? Someone please explain it to me.
This is rotating late. And this is,
Oh,
uh,
I got it. 3 rotations, yeah.
yeah.
I never thought
This
of
is-
that.
yeah, they're just hoping that someone gatekeeps them.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously not. They're just rotating late because the circle has gone towards the Camp Charlie Island. The possibility is they maybe don't want to become a part of this cluster because they're realizing that there's going to be a lot of teams who would be rotating from the northern side. And if they're rotating late, they might just consider the Camp Alpha Island as well for that rotation.
Oh,
That's going to be interesting to see. Because
yeah.
if an IGL is holding up inside Paradise Resort in this sort of a circle, might be he's just waiting to move towards the Camp Alpha Island.
For sure. But look at that. It's the first airdrop we saw. 17.6 to ammo, 17.6 to gun, and then another airdrop. We have the same, but the gun is different. Groza with the suppressor and a level 3. Okay, drop down towards boot camp. area and Elementrix. Now we are just watching SUS POV, and he has an M4 with the 6 times in his onto his M4. Now it is a quite slow Sanhok and a silent one too. But for how long?
At
Can you
least for the
explain it to
next
me while
two,
you're
three
laughing?
minutes, mostly. 2, 3 minutes
Oh,
mostly. Look at that. 54 silent players in Sanhok. When does this happen? Yes, it does happen in a penultimate game of a PMCO semi-finale stage. What are you
wow!
expecting? What are you expecting
Woohoo.
for them to run out in the open? Were you expecting 3 or 4 teams inside boot camp trying to tell it's my drop? This doesn't happen here. They're all serious competitive players just trying to get some important points for themselves. It's going to be very tricky for a lot of teams to make an appearance inside the final circle. Gulkha Battalion 5, as you can see them right now. Let's see. It's a quarry space. It's a quarry bowl, and it's a very tricky space, right? And they're just crossing this area with one more team very close to them inside the vicinity, very close to this quarry region as well. It's going to be very tricky for them, and that is Kaliuk. Let's see if this fight breaks off.
Players from Kaluk towards western side of the quarry. Battalion 5 on the other side. All 4 players alive. And on Freud, I was thinking about this. The players already spotted down that truck present towards the eastern side. Now, no one ever thought of that. Like, we can drive it towards a circle. On Freud, he got my point, and now he's just doing the same thing. Finally using a vehicle so that he can move inside the circle. Again, a smart move. Always do the smart work. Sometimes hard work is not necessary, but now look at that alone. He's on the top, and Battalion 5 may found themselves up against the players of Circle. Come on, chip fruits on please.
Please listen to him. But no, that's a very difficult situation now for the lads of Battalion 5 and Keleog because both these teams are looking to get some important points out of the game. And you have your slightly northern ship. And look at that. Woo! There are that late rotation coming in from Shante and his teammates very late, but they just make it in time and they're just finding themselves inches away onto the beaches, onto the ridges over there. They're also making their way through. But Kaliug on fire right now on your screen. Let's see what they're going to do because they are being gate kept by the Gurkha battalions.
Obviously, they should be on fire because they lost 2 players. They lost 2 of their teammates. They lost 2 of their support. The 2 players survived from the side of Kalyug, and when they lost those 2, they traded them back. Those teams popped on the other side, spots down the players of 2RGR while they are rotating, fired some shots, but black hit shots were not enough to take down one. At least to dish out a lot of damage with 141 meters. But look at that! This is going to be a chase. Battalion 5, what are they doing? It is a race. And okay, Sagun also got knocked out. Now, okay, what is it's a F1?
Deja vu.
Deja vu.
Kurkure. Yeah, he takes him down, and the Asians coming in from the south side, and the bridge has been
Oh
crossed.
my
So,
god.
that is the end for Battalion 5. On for when he gets picked off
Oh
and
wow.
just thrown out of the game.
Yeah, true, but okay. Let me explain that scene.
Yeah.
At the first 2RGR, the 2 players from 2RGR, they were driving a buggy, which is in front of the players of Battalion 5, who also were driving a buggy. And behind them are the other 2 members of 2RGR who were chasing them. So they got chased by a chase when they were chasing, and they got chased by someone else. And the first 2 who are on the top, the first players who are on the first position, they also got chased by someone other.
So it was a sandwich, but the sandwich was moving, right?
Yes, the sandwich with the wheels.
Wow, sandwich on wheels, and
Oh, it's
ooh,
like
you already
okay.
make me hungry.
Yeah. Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
There's going to be a show like Sandwich on the Wheels. We can talk about the interesting plays in PMC Nepal. But now, okay, let's talk about the Ranges. The strangest.
You'll end up just making a reel out of it, I'm sure. But now
Oh,
let's get back to the game. We've got
thanks. Now I have
we've
an
got
idea.
Now we have got the lads of Ekta. They're just moving. Oh, Chivichanti goes down now. This is Kalayog on fire, giving them some damage, and that's going to be very interesting. Miracle takes down Cops back to multiple teams already finding themselves in a situation, and this is Miracle on his down. He's got a teammate towards his left in a flank position. The first aid being utilized on a very high health, and that's an interesting choice. Obviously, but on the other side, he cancels it and goes for the bandages now. But Krypton Esports have got eyes on them. They keep keeping them. They've got spotted the smoke. They're going to make things in life difficult for them. But Team Cops are also inside the vicinity. They've got different plans for Kaliyog. So Kaliyog, Krypton, all these teams finding themselves in really bad spots.
For sure, this is surely the bad spot, but look at that spy. It's pretty close to the circle, pretty close to the blue. In fact, now he has to move inside the circle 200 meters far away. They're going to move inside the circle. Now look at that. Coco from a different angle, making things more difficult for Ekta Esports. And they are struggling with the blue as well as taking a lot of damage.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are taking a lot of damage here. Again, Elementary come into the picture. Look at that. One more player on the back seat of the buggy. And that is going to be the end. Both the players picked off easily, and Yante makes a big impression. He's going to hold on to that revive. This is just the fourth circle damage, which is pretty high, so they gotta be really quick.
Yeah, they're gonna be really quick if they want to move inside the circle. But now the play zone is gonna restrict in just 10 seconds. Look at that black spray was so good. Raw Rage on the different side. He will throw down Elementrix stepping up, and this is why Elementrix is known for. Oh, Poku is gonna knock out another player. 2RGR inside the circle. Ekta Esports have secured 4 kills, but still they're struggling with the circle. A lot of teams are losing out. Those individual co-ops on the other side must be G will fall down. Ekta Esports will direct it back.
Ooh, and Boko, he gives them a good damage over there, but that's going to be a very difficult spot to put on. And really feeling bad for Ekta Esports. That big rotation is clearly hurting them now. And look at that. Miracle gets picked off. Kante is the last player who's surviving over there, but for how long? That is going to be the question. One Horn Rhino, Ekta Esports in a very difficult spot. Just one first aid. There's a ridge very far away. He's got to lead up his teammate also if he wants some more meds for himself. But overall, the situation is not looking very good now. And towards the northern side of Pioneer, this bridge is being utilized. Under the bridge, uh, the cover of the bridge is being utilized by cops to rotate. But yes, this is what I was talking about. He's got to pick up the boots from his teammates as well. Now, one more first aid that he's got, but it's a very big damage from the blue that is going to defeat now. He's got to cover a big amount of distance. It's going to be difficult, but inside the kill feed, we can see strangers going up against Raw, and then we have got Archstar also picking up some fight for themselves. This is just towards the southeast edge of the circle where Break has also been pulled off, and King Cops are finding themselves outside on these closing circles. Little bit part of the area on that island that is going to be part of the game, but for how long? That's going to be the question.
Yeah, for how long that is going to be the question. My Nation Esports only 2 players surviving now, again back to 3 because Dadu, he got a revival, but at the end, he got a revival at the end, but he will fall down first shot like Stedo. He was so good, but now he has to face Lake, who was the best person, who was the chameleon in the previous match. Lobbed one perfect
Ooh.
volley. He is so good, and he is multi-talented, Rupert.
Well, he certainly is. The utility usage is brilliant. That's a high IQ presence that he's clearly shown over here. His team is definitely going down, but he's still surviving over there. Even Elementary for a very long time. Look at that. They've got 8 kills already. What a game they're having. 8 kills already for Elementary, and Orange has got 4 out of them. What an amazing game this lad is playing here. They're just showcasing their sheer talent yet again, once again, at the level that they love to. Even ruthless, aggressive warriors, raw official, out of this game on the 10th position, but they've done decent enough job in the last. Miramar to place themselves inside the top 15. Even Ekta Esports, Kyante gets picked off. He's also getting eliminated. And Liquid takes another knock on the lads of Cops.
Yeah, takes another knock from that one team, but Repton struggling from the blue, taking some amount of damage. Oh my goodness, Corpse Black, he will fall down, but Wixo and Xtreme Outlaws, they are looking so good. But now, look at that. Hoody Esports, only one single player surviving, but this is going to be the end for him because look at that on the backlines. We saw the players of Elementary and Inception jumping around, and he doesn't know that there's one single player present on the sideline. Inception spots down the players of 2RGR, I think so, and that is going to be the end.
Rampage mode on, literally. They're just demolishing everyone. Exactly, look at that rampage. Liquid gets 5 kills over there. They're just absolutely demolishing anything that they're finding over here. What a game incoming for Elementrix. It's going to be a big, big, big game for them. And I don't think any other team has got a good chance for a chicken dinner over here. The way Elementrix are going, they're shutting everyone down. A lot of teams needed a good game, and out of those teams, one of them is Outlaws, the Xtreme Outlaws over here, and they've got the numbers in their favor so far. Huddle get picked off out in the open. Comet, let's see what they're going to do. They've also got 5 kills for them, so they're doing a pretty decent job. But now Orange has been spotted, but the shot has not been taken by Hoody Esports. Ooh, his head was right on his crosshair. Eventually, Sus gets picked off, and that's the end for him. So now Elementrix are down to 3 kills.
No!
They've got 10 kills, and what a turnaround shot from Orange. Amazing.
But Hoody Esports takes an exit at the 6th. But look at that, 14 kills by Elementrix. Team Huddle at the 5th with only one single point. Now, Xtreme Outlaws, they are going to be the best enemy because all the 4 players are alive from the side of this one team. Otherwise, Saitama and Rama and Rana, basically, these are the only 2 players surviving from the side of 2 different teams. And since the first 3 shots was perfect, the other 4 was not.
Well, certainly, and now look at them. He's got an idea. Saitama is in a very difficult spot inside the waters over there. It's not a good place to be. Thompson might just find him, and look at that. He's got a very good idea, and those suppressed shots are almost on point. Eventually, Comet gets him down with that M4, but Cops, Rana, the solo lad still surviving outside the zone. Would he go for the heal battle, or is it too late already? Let's see. He just runs in maybe towards the play area. Nah, the smokes are out, and he's now in the white. So he's going to apply the first aid now. But Waxo, he has an idea. Deploying utilities towards the smoke. That's a molly followed up by his teammates Nade. But still 3 teams, and one of them being Elementary. They've got still 3 players over here. And they have now Sus, who did not take a single kill, but all the 14 kills that Elementrix have been shared by Orange, Liquid, and Inception. They're still here. Oh, what a molly!
So perfect.
What a molly from Rana! What a molly! Amazing.
Amazing. Just gonna burn down that one person alive. So on the other side, his kill has been confirmed by that one player. But look at that, Rana. Oh, wow. Now, this is the camouflage mode from a different player.
Oh, well, he's just missing on some of the gears, okay? He's just got a
Yellow
yellow
helmet.
helmet. That's not going to work, right?
Yeah.
Not in Sanhok. It could have worked for Lakhe even more over there, but I think he's already found the perfect set for himself. But now Rana gets picked off with that entrance unit is coming. Elementrix, all the 3 lads, they've got 2 or 3 more opponents in front of them. One is towards the bridge, and he might be supposed to get picked off. Or are they going to shut them Elementrix down? No, it's not going to be this easy. Frenzy just hoping to survive over there. Comet takes Liquid down, however. This is Comet's show. Is it going to be? He's just still standing over here, gets picked off, and that is going to be the end. And Elementrix with an all-important chicken dinner in Sanhok is going to do so much good to their confidence. And once again, what a game coming in. Look at that, 33 points into the Sanhok game that we're talking about. 18 kills chicken dinner.
You always expect this from this team, but 33 points, that is insane. Orange, you always get that rampage title when you secure 5 kills. He secured 10. What are you gonna say? Astonishing, phenomenal, outstanding, bloodthirsty. Yeah, perfect.
Bloodthirsty. Wow. He's already orange and he's bloodthirsty. Right. So 819 damage, 10 kills for him. He's been definitely on an amazing mode, a rampant mode that we call, and he's just shut down every business that he saw inside the vicinity. And what a game for Elementary. He's dominating it right from the word go, and just making a clear announcement to all the other teams that they can just dominate any lobby when they want to win. This is the PMCO semi-finale stage, and this is what they're doing in a PMCO. How are they not going to be the part of PMK this question after this performance?
Yeah, that is going to be the question, and we'll get to know. We'll get to know after a couple of days. But look at that, Liquid on second, top player secured 6 kills, just out 707 damage. Tops Rana, he has to be there because when I saw he was burning alive some players with his molly, and that was perfect. When I was trying my level best to stay calm, but Rana was like, "Hey, you're gonna hype up. You have to, because I am securing some kills."
Well, yes, and it was a very performance coming in for him. He's got some points for his team at a very crucial stage. We got to keep an eye on the overall rankings as well. That where is Rana? Where has Rana taken his team?
Wow. Orange, Liquid, Orange, and then Sim. Master used the most utilities. That is
Because
6. Otherwise,
Elementrix,
it's
Elementrix did not have to use utilities. That
you know,
is the only reason.
it was like Elementrix Summit.
Elementrix match summaries over here, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen. 18 kills taken in, 33 points out of this game, and look at Cops. They've got 14 important points. That is going to be very important for them. Xtreme Outlaws get 19, and both these teams really badly needed a good game, and they've sort of got it over here. So it's going to be pretty important. And look at that, Huddle just getting 7, and they've got the 5th spot. So the team on the 5th spot getting 7 points. That is the kind of domination that Elementrix showed over here. They just did not let the points distribute evenly
away.
among the teams. They just made sure they had it.
Now just add those kill points number of Xtreme Outlaws, Cops, AsOne Unity, and another team. It's still less. It's gonna like come up to only 16. Elementrix secured 18, and that is the best performance I ever saw in a Sanhok map. But Raw on the 14th position with only one single point.
That is the kind of domination that Elementrix have played in this Sanhok, right? It's been absolutely amazing to watch them, and they've just been so ruthless over here. Amazing performance coming in. And once again, having a look at the open fighting moments where all the action started from boot camp, which it traditionally does from Sanhok, right? Even in the classic matches. But here inside the PMCO finale as well, we had 2 teams dropped inside the boot camp area, contest over here, and one of them just AsOne Unity, just absolute aggression over there. Domination.
Absolute domination from the side of AsOne Unity as well as Elementrix. Now, Hoody Esports, the one player, Ashrath, he tried his level best. He dished out a lot of damage onto South, but this Molly, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of this type of utilities usage. But that final fight, we saw that one of the player of Elementrix, he was using an MK14 in the final circle.
Wow. We wanted that to happen, right? But look at Orange. He was using the M4 no scope. But that's an interesting choice over there. But look at this. Elementrix with this amazing performance. They touched the 150 mark now with 151 total. They have stationed themselves in the top 5 teams inside the semi-finale. Doesn't really matter because they're definitely going to be part of the regional finale. What is going to be a tournament? What sort of a regional finale it's going to be if we don't have Elementrix over there?
Yeah.
For me, it's been just an amazing team. They've already got 3 chicken dinners. This was their third, obviously. Let's see if they can complete the semi-finale for this. Yeah, Cops have made it through. Yes, that's exactly a big game coming in from them. And ruthless aggressive warrior, luckily for them, they're still with 79 points on the 15th spot. But it's going to be very difficult to sustain because Xtreme Outlaws are going to challenge them. They've got 70. So it's a different sort of a race happening over there. But Nation Esports have also got 61. So they would also be playing with an outside chance over here. It's going to be very interesting game upcoming of Erangel. Who's going to go through? What do you think, Shivan? Is it going to be Xtreme Outlaws Or are they just going to sit behind and allow the national champions that slot?
I don't know because it's still a gamble, Trooper.
Just
Anything can
9 points.
happen in the final game because if we talk about the first Erangel, it was so good. Second Miramar, it was amazing. And the third Sanhok, it was phenomenal. Now the fourth match of the day, the last match for the semi-final, and it is going to be the second Erangel as well, and it is going to be outstanding. Let's see if I'm wrong or not, but for sure. Elementric secure 3, Hoody Esports also secure 3 chicken dinner despite of the fact they are on the second page of the leaderboard, but they already qualified. But teams like Raw as well
Wow.
as Cops.
Yeah, Cops is looking decent, right? Already on the hashtag 14, but it's going to be difficult for Raw official to hold on to this slot. What are they going
Yeah,
to do?
but you know what? Our final game is still left. But we go on a short break. Coming right up, it is going to the last game for the semi-finals. Let's go.
Are you keeping it real? I'm calling shotgun, wanna see my baby run. Oh, what's the word on the sea? Kicking up the dust, you know what I mean. We got a good thing going. We got a good thing going on.
Let's get it.
Here we go now.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2021 Nepal Region, sponsored by Oppo F90 Pro. Book up your fun. This is going to be the final match for the semi-finals, final day, and we saw Elementrix literally breaking the bones from of every single team who were present in the lobby in the Sanhok map, secured 18 kills. That's massive. And now it is going to be the final match for the day. Raw, they are so close to qualify for the finals. Cops being so good. But we saw some teams also closing in the distance, pretty confident, as well as looking so good so that they can easily reach in the second page of the leaderboard. But my name is Phoenix Schwartz, alongside me, it's Isaac Trooper.
Well, the teams that are closing in, Xtreme Outlaws are closing in, My Nation Esports are closing
Yeah.
in, and all these two teams are going to eye that last and final slot. Are the both of the teams are going to go through or not, or that is going to be a completely different story. But My Nation clearly need a good point out of this. They're on 60 points and 79 for Raw over there. So they really need to bridge down a gap of 19 points. That can be a difficult task. But Outlaws with 70 points and Raw with 79, now that is a completely different ball game, right? That sort of a bridge can be pulled down.
Yeah, that type of a bridge can easily pull down, but Cream Outlaws, this team, they have to do something. But now Hoodie, they can secure their fourth chicken dinner of the semi-finals, and we can see the same thing for Elementrix. But let's see if they're going to do or not. That Strange is moving towards the northern side, and two players just heading towards the Starbow area. A great choice, but I think so. I think so, Trooper. The circle is just going to form towards the northern side of the map. What are your thoughts about it? On it?
Well, let's see if it goes towards the northern side. It might just be exactly what the team of Extreme Outlaws would want to be here because they're just dropping down towards that prison area uh, and it would be looting it over there. And it's a split situation that they're dealing with. And if their circle goes towards the northern side, it's going to be a very easy passage for them. They can easily rotate from these Naya areas. And this is exactly where the circle has gone. But Extreme Outlaws, oh. GURKHABATTALION trying to hunt one of the players down. It's a very important game for them. GURKHABATTALION, don't hurt them like this. You're on 58 points. You don't have a really good chance. But they do.
They do. Oh no! Look at that. It's
Oh! Almost,
He had escaped.
almost.
Okay, now. Oh no!
Uh,
I was about to sing a song. Come on! Ah, come on, home Troy. That's not good. Wait, no, it's just gonna take down that one enemy. Oh, he senses that there's another enemy.
why?
Out
Oh, he
over
survives. He survives.
No,
But oh, my pistol. There's
Pistol.
another. So, Extreme Outlaws, they've been injured already. They needed to bridge down 9 points on Raw Official and they've lost a teammate already just outside prison. Wow. Not a good start. Not a good start. But yes, they would still be hoping. Let's see what they can pull off. And you predicted it. You wanted the Northern Circle. Even the Northern Shores are look like inside the limits over here. Waxo with his teammate Frenzy already over here. Comet is playing an amazing game inside the final circles. He was looking to steal the chicken away from Elementrix. And if they could have done that over there, it would have been 3 more points, Shivansh, and a few more kills. They would have been even more closer. But now the situation has changed. They've lost a teammate already. They're looting up shelter.
They
Comet
lost
already.
sense.
Yeah.
The assaulter right now, they lost him, and now it is going to be a little bit difficult. But look at that rated rookies playing with the 3-man lineup.
Already. Wow. Well, the tournament is already over for them, right?
Yeah.
They've got a lot of points to cover. They're not even on the third page by the end of the game number 23. So clearly, they got to do a lot of strategy building after the tournament. And this is just going to be a very big experience in the journey. And let's see what they're going to do. Yet another team that has a similar storyline, that is Chief Huddle, and that is also inside the Snaya Poliana. And both these teams might just let's see how they're going to go down over here, or maybe just play an impactful, respectful game towards the end.
Yeah, that is more important right now. Or what they can do is just use some energy drinks, sit down in a vehicle,
Yeah.
just rush.
Where?
Just play just you like players love to do in these type of
This
stuff in
is
classic matches. Search and destroy. Yeah.
this is a PMCO semi finale. These points that you are asking them to rush are so crucial for a team like
Yeah.
Outlaw. Yeah,
But
they're
you're
so
talking about
crucial.
things like underrated
Yeah,
rookies.
they're so crucial to a team like my Nation Esports. Right? And you want them to go and start playing a classic game?
No.
Are you serious?
Like if they're gonna play it like a classic game, then they can feel less amount of pressure. I think, in my personal opinion, that's going to be the case. But
Okay. Well, yeah, you're definitely not going to feel any sort of pressure because you're going to just throw all your expectations away. No pressure.
like driving the vehicle, crushing every single thing, as well as pressure, the hoops, the stuff too. But now look at that. Huddle already went so far. Underrated rookie is going to do the same thing.
Well, yes.
Oh, that
And,
drift.
just yeah. Just 3 minutes squad over here. They need to rotate from the northern side of the lake as well, and a pretty early rotation that they're pulling off, considering the timing of the rotation for the other teams in the region. Even mine, it's a very crucial game for them. Let's see how they're going to play with the big chicken dinner over here, and it's a very big split situation that they are executing right now. And right now, moving towards the southern side in the northernish circle, they've just got one group that's not going to occupy all your teammates, my friend. You need some more vehicles out there. Are they looking for a boat?
Oh, I think so.
For a moment there, yes, he was considering the boat as an option as well. Have you ever seen a rotation from the boat from the water city? I remember a game in a different region.
Yeah, I remember that too. You told
Yeah.
me one day that you were like, one team just enter to a circle while rotating from the water areas, and I was like, yes, that is crazy. Remember? Trooper?
Yeah, I absolutely remember.
Yeah.
Well, now we've got more memories to make from this
Yes.
last game of the finale, and here we are, GURKHABATTALION 5 in front of us, and this team in front of them, the Xtreme Outlaws. Ooh, FSC, where are you? Backstalks on your screen. They're already becoming part of so much early action.
Come
I
on.
don't like this. I don't like this.
I like
Bruh.
this.
Horizon just running towards him. He just barely manages away from the crosshairs of Horizon. You need to regroup. They want to play the regional finals, right? They're going to hold on. And they're finding so much early fights out here. It's just 9 points that they got to cover. If they lose yet another player, it's going to be very difficult. And oh,
Frenzy will go down.
he's going
That
down.
grenade, and yeah. Perfect. On
He
for
was
just
just
gonna secure the
moving
kill.
so close to them that they clear the footsteps. Plan made so perfectly. Now Horizon might go down as well. Let's see. Now, Kamet, what can you do? You seem under pressure. And Raw are still playing, right? They're playing the silent game. And that's exactly what they need to do. They just need to be surviving over there for that easy passage.
Oh,
And
no!
Now,
Ooh. But that grenade was so close, Trooper.
the Kamet got two players down from the lads over there.
Oh, another will go down.
And eventually, Kamet goes down, and it's a little bit of a cameo that he's playing for his team. And on this fight over here, we have got Kaliok taking down the lads from Team Huddle, and they were looting up this Naya Poliana a little while earlier. Now they've just stationed themselves towards the southern part of the city of Severny on this Tri Junction, where they find these compounds. And nades being cooked everywhere, they're trying to just create those openings. And look at that. Oh, he's so close. If it could have just touched him, it would have been a knock.
Oh no, this time Bahadur's been fighting so long, but look at that. Proper cover fire. Gave like proper cover fire from the side of the players of Team Huddle. Now look at that, Lou. Oh, the right have the right peak, but that drop shot was perfect on the other side. You will go down too. Now this is going to be incredible. A 2v1 situation in favor of Team Kalyev. Sonic is still there on top of the compound and moving out. Shoaib just going to make one smoke so that he can make some extra cover for the knocked out teammate. Popped another on fire. He's looking so good. They just secured only one kill, but he's just going to revive his teammate from the different end. Shoaib will provide a lot of cover to his teammates.
Well, he certainly is going to try only the rotation from Raw towards the center of the zone, the map as well. So Raw, they just need a silent game and they are going down over there. Look at that, the second dog comes in. Pico Pick goes down. He's been confirmed. They're just down to 2 players standing. They're on the 15th spot. An early elimination might just really hurt them. So Bishal is just giving a fight back. He takes down AsOne Unity. And we are watching Kalayog versus Team Huddle over here to the southern part of Severny. Both these teams are pretty outside the possibilities of going into the finale. But yes, this is a very important fight that they're executing. And Bahadur just bleeding out. His misery has just been ended over here. But I want to see that fight for Raw. See what's happening over there. Smokes being deployed. Ooh, Bishal goes down with his own nade! With his own nade! Bishal goes down with his own nade. It's just the pressure on being hashtag 15. Holding on. And now the push coming in for Shoaib right now. Let's see. The Sonic.
Ooh, no!
Surviving over here. Sonic. Ooh! Sonic found him through the smoke, through the window over there. What an amazing knock that was, but now multiple players. And look at that Sada from Raw takes one more player down from AsOne. A pretty tough fight that Raw is fighting over there. But Sonic is giving a really hard time to all these players and takes one more down. This is a 1v2 situation. He's pulled off just one last player remaining. He's down to half HP. He's trying to confirm one more player, but has to go behind the cover. And Sada claims Sada claims a kill of one more player of AsOne Unity in that fight over there. So two fights happening at the exact same time at Sonic. Let's see what is going to be.
He's so fast. He is so fast and living up to his name right now. Sonic secured one. This is a 1v3 situation. Finally applying an energy drink clone for sure. Heard that sound clearly. He's just looking up one grenade. Sonic heard the pin, I think, so that's why he's just playing on the stove. That was a perfect grenade, but applying bandages. Spots out one. Just gonna peek from same angle and he will fall down, as you just mentioned. Clone just gonna secure, just gonna make sure that they will still alive. Kalyev will live to another day, but on what cost? Lost 3.
Well, they have, and Raw have lost 2 already. Rig and Sada still standing, but look at that. Where are AsOne? How many players do AsOne have? 2. Saitama and Mr. Vikash. The fight is still going on over there, or what?
I think so, and you know what?
And look at back to Xtreme Outlaws. Look at him, where he's surviving in Mansion.
Oh, so far away from the zone, from the safe, in fact. But you just mentioned it earlier that Bishal, he just got knocked out from his own grenade, and the kill also been confirmed. We have the airdrop too. He just died with his own dignity. That's the best thing. But MG3 inside the second airdrop. But now Rig knocked out one. Akash OP inside that watchtower. Rig looking out for that opening and just waiting out. And on the other angle, My Nation Esports stepping up, pins down the players of Elementrix.
They need a big game, right? They need a 6 hashtag jump. My Nation Esports. They haven't got the start already. Let's see if they're going to. They just got that knock over Orange, but Raw have got one more kill, and Dalu goes down from My Nation. So both these teams trying to make a comeback are already engaged in a fight. And Dalu gets picked off. This is the Esports spikey over here. So My Nation Esports is driving the US in reverse. Psycho.
Yeah.
It's just his name. Raw, one more fight for him, and another player goes down for MY, and now this looks like curtains for him. But Zyrox has been able to pull off a trade. Sus has been shut down up there, and Liquid goes down now. Good to the Zyrox shot. He's forced him to jump out of that moving vehicle, and he's getting picked off by third-party shots coming into the equation. What do you think?
Spiky. I think so. This is going to be difficult for them, but now things are looking more difficult for some of the team because the whole lost those two players. In fact, that duo now playing with that duo in this circle, my Nation Esports, Zyrox. Look at that, just thrown down in an open area, disturbed a lot of damage on top of the players of Elementrix. Both the players are surviving on very low HP. The other one inside a different compound, but Psycho. Oh, one grenade, two player, perfect target.
And his teammates this. He seemed someone to stand up like this, right?
Yeah.
This is exactly what they're doing. Inception, they need to confirm him, get the third kill over here. But Raw have also got 2 kills, so their position is now, the overall standing position is now on 81 points for Raw.
81 points for Raw. Only top 15 teams will qualify. They are making sure that they are the top 15. They have to be in the top 15. Kalyuk all eliminated at 13. Raw Strada stepping up, takes out a crash. AsOne got eliminated. Look at that. Casino received a lot of damage, but Elementrix falls down at 12.
Falls down at 12. Elementrix, they've already done the good job in the last Sanhok game, right? And they've stationed themselves on the first place of the overall standing. But now, My Nation are trying a miracle, a dream run over here. They've got 4 kills, but they've got 3 players standing. My Nation Esports. They started this game with 60 points, and with 4 kills now, they are on 64. So still got to cover 17 more points on Raw. We'll take it up 1 more point. They are on 82 now.
Oh, wow.
This is going to be pressure. Let's see. But they don't know this, right? Just going to give their best. Take a chicken dinner, My Nation. Get a chicken dinner. You're going to certainly improve your chances and hope that Raw falls down. The national champions, if they fall down, they might just give that opening to some other.
No. See, look at that. His position has been compromised. Received some amount of damage, in fact, a lot. But now, smoked off that one area to our GR. Takes down the players of Hoody Esports. Clown will go down, but the kill confirmation is not yet there. But now, look at that. 26 meters the distance. Tuxedo falling back towards his teammates. Is going to regroup.
Has to. Very important to keep your manpower, right? Till the final circle, we're down to 11 teams. So every team eliminating now is going to have just 1 point for themselves. Very, very crucial to position points. Each and every single point is now going to come under consideration for teams like My Nation, for teams like Raw.
Yeah.
Even for Xtreme Outlaws, they're still here, right? The play is still surviving over here.
But
Let's
if you
see what's
want to
gonna
dish out a lot of damage, Trooper, you need a good gun, and we have that in our airdrop 3. Cruiser.
Certainly. Perfect ingredient at the right time. It's just not.
Look at that. It's going to be incredible, but Kazi still not that one ready to start that one player to get beat, and he's just going to take down that one. Barely survive the one. The percentage, and look at that Kazi. Oh my goodness, that was so good.
That's the lowest possible HP, right? Exactly
Yes.
1 by 100 over there. A little bit of an orange line over there, and he pulls down 2 more players for his team. So amazing performances coming in from TGR back to back. They've been really decent today. They're already looking good as well. So not a lot of worry for them on this day. And they're just going to cruise to the regional finale, and they're just going to make sure that they perform really, really good. But now, they've got multiple players standing for them. They've already got 2 kills under the belt, and towards the northern part of the lake, that is exactly what they're holding up and just trying to find more enemies inside the vicinity. We're just trying to survive very close to the lake. Let's see what happens.
Charging towards this one stack. Force now one player free kill into Raw Saga. The CP never spawned. drops, basically secures vehicles by just using that one DP28. The circle just gonna close and winner just gonna fall towards the Battalion 5. This is now more crazy, Trooper.
And now this fight for my Nation Esports. Really crucial, but Puku goes down. Oh, almost solo HP, solo. Krypton, they're just trying to pin down my Nation, and Tuxedo with a left peek on there. I thought he might just get incurs, but Puku goes down. Even Psycho has been traded by that lane. Krypton BBK is trying to make an impression over here. Let's see. Ooh, Tuxedo goes down now. BBK is doing an extremely amazing utility battle on them. Now the push from the post there comes, and this is my Nation Esports. They have been shut down by Krypton.
Yeah.
Krypton, they were definitely going to go through to the regional finale, but they made sure that my Nation don't. They're out of here.
Yeah, they are out of here now. Kudos to Krypton. They were literally digging the grave. Both players of my Nation perfectly put the tombstone on top of their name. Perfect style to end that one team. Now, we have 10 teams left, and this 2 RGRs pass down the players of Hoody Esports while they have good control of this blue compound like AOP. His position has been compromised, but you know what? He is so good. He is like that octopus who can easily camouflage, who can easily takes cover from every single position, can easily hide behind every single thing. In fact, he can easily take you down from any angle.
Yeah, we have seen him do some amazing job already for his team. But the most important thing that he's already stationed. But look at that, raw officials are not stopping. They're not giving any opportunity. Down the two players too early in the game, but still giving a really hard fight over here. They're telling once again why they are the national champions, and it's not going to be easy for anyone to bring them down so easily. But now the lads from Tucci are getting caught out in the open, trying to pin down Hoody out there. One of the lads is down and very close inside the Archer Tower. We can see that Strangers just holding up as well. On the other side, the ship that went towards Battalion 5, they're just finding themselves not only as the only team, but only as a Rage with Swam Park over here, the lane. On the other side, you just put one more team over there. And they're giving a really hard time. Battalion 5 not allowing any teams to use up the terrain and come towards that part of the zone.
But look at that, Wixo brings down the players of Krypton now. The Strangers, only 2 players surviving from the side of the Strangers, spots down the players of Raw while they were moving inside the circle. Sada, this man is so good with his DP28. He's still surviving. I think so. They are on the edge of the circle, but they have to be careful because Shadow, he's already inside that watchtower. He knows where are you. But no, Raw, only 2 players. They are being more careful. Kazi from a different angle, taking a lot of fight, dishing out a lot of damage on top of the players of Hoody. Now Gorkha just moving towards the circle, just moving towards the Yasnaya Island right now. This is going to be important for him.
Well, it's really going to be very important. And Raw Fisher, the circle is just shifting away from them. The zone is going to start closing in the next 20 seconds. It's going to be very difficult for them to survive. Still, we have 9 teams over here, so let's see what's going to happen. And that's one player from Xtreme Outlaws. Where is he?
He's surviving. That's the best question right now because we haven't spotted any type of aggression from the side of that one player. Underrated rookie. That one player got picked off. And oh, look at that! Hoody Esports struggling right now, and this is not good for them. But at this position, we still have 8 teams left. 17 players are right. Raw, they have to move inside the circle. Look at that, the great wall of smoke being created by the players of Raw. And now one player got knocked out from the side of Raw. Sada moving inside the circle. Shadow, why? Why you had a great chance? You could have taken down with one team.
Well, Raw have down to just one last lad. Just one last lad. But they've got the good work already. They've done the good work already. 5 kills already. Rally started with 49. Down to 8. Even if they get it, now they're going to place the point. Raw. The game is not over yet, right?
Yeah.
Elementrix Outlaws still surviving. I just want to have a glimpse where he is. Now he gets eliminated. So, Raw official, the national champions, really, now they don't have any tension. They get, but they don't know it, right? They're still going to keep trying.
Yeah.
Keep the maximum out of the team, and that's really. And now Lollipop just trying to survive in that vehicle.
That is so true. That is so true, Trooper. But now look at that. 2RGR, despite the fact they are playing with 3-man lineup, they secured a lot of kills. But GURKHA with his DP confirmed the kills of Raw Rig. Raw Sada, he's still surviving. 2RGR spots down Shadow, just gonna pick him off. GURKHA secured 2 kills for himself. 1 kill. He needs just 1 kill so that he can secure the domination title. But Sada and Spicer, both the players are inside the water, as well as Masky too.
The bridge is completely inside the circle. Now, where's going to be the ship? Where the ship is going to be? 7 teams, 13 players still part of it. And Krypton, they've spotted someone over here. Let's see. And the ship completely towards the control station, where Battalion 5 have been holding up for so long. Even Xtreme Esports Inches find themselves inside the zone. And look at how he's using the terrain, just a little bit of a tree cover that he has right now that he's been using so beautifully.
Wow.
Surprising players out there.
You know what? There are 2 vehicles inside the water. One Cube and one Hasia. Sada just sat inside that one Cube and Hoody Esports. One player, he was there, but oh, look at that! Look at that!
Oh,
That's
what
how
an
you're gonna fly
amazing
one
speed.
Oh my goodness, Trooper. You want to say about Hoody, right? It's not Hoody. Yes, it's not Hoody. Or it is. Who knows?
Wow. Cops, they're playing a very decent game out here. They're just picking up kills for themselves. And kudos to their performance inside the Miramar game. They've stationed and cemented themselves inside the top 15 already. And now they're just expressing themselves in this last and final Erangel. We clearly have an idea who the top 15 is going to be now. There's not going to be a big shuffles over there towards that end of the hashtag 15 mark. Rock are going to make it through. But now all these teams, they've got a rehearsal right over here. 2RGR, they will be over there. And let's see what they will do at the regional finale. But before that, this petrol station situation that the GURKHA Battalion are holding for themselves. Let's see if they will get points. No, look at that Iman just inching closer to the play area. And now, Reggie has an idea. And with that bounce, the nade might just do the damage over here. Oh! Look at that solo SP. He still survives the bond.
Crazy stuff happening in this second Erangel. In the first Erangel, we saw that it was the 30th minute mark. We almost hit the 30-minute mark in the first Erangel, and we are so close to doing the same thing in this. But now it is going to be the 27th minute. But that one player, Sada, he is still there. Oh my goodness.
Well, he certainly is.
One grenade.
And even
Sada.
Cops needed to survive, right? They were on the 14th spot, so they made sure that they survived to the top 5 teams over here. Good for GURKHA Battalion, they were really far off in the technical standings, but they really tried so hard over here. How many kills have they got? I really want to look. And with this shift of the circle, they had a fair good enough chance. But Sada,
5.
he might go down. He might go down. Yeah,
Yep.
he's going. So they go down onto the hashtag 5th position with a fair good amount of kills in their number. So they've done the good job for their team already.
Yeah. They already secured a lot of points. But Kazi lobbed out once. Oh, a frag. But Spicer got the Grenadier title. Now, the thing is, this is going to be the top 3. It's a 3v3v2 situation. Krypton at the 4th with 6 total kill points. Dippin is making sure that he's going to build a smoke wall. But look at that Shagun! Oh no! Oh no! He was not good with that M416. This is punching in an air, then finally whenever he switched to that M4 punished. One player received a lot of damage, and now this is going to be crazy for them.
Well, it certainly is going to be really great, but Cops are still there, right? Cops are still there, and they're just committing their position with this big game coming in from GURKHA Battalion 5. I think it's this big effort might just go in vain, but they're just shutting them down as well. But oh, what an amazing trade coming in from Kryzen through the smoke. On the basis of the sound cues, he took one of the lads down, and this is Team Cops. They're just going to hurt them so much over here. But Sanhok, he just refuses to go down over here. Eventually, One more player spying for the mirror. This is a chicken dinner for the Gurkha Battalion 5. Wow. What a chicken dinner on such a low HP over there. I think 5 did not spot him with 24 points. They're going to add to a really good number. But the problem is that the teams that they needed to beat also went to the final super over there. Have to change the course of the season finale if the chicken dinner is going to be something to watch out for.
Look at that overall rank 16th Trooper.
Ooh, 16.
Ah, I feel bad.
That's going to hurt them. But how many points?
Yeah, the difference is, yes. How many points the difference between them and the Raw? To be honest, Raw, Sada, if they're gonna survive, if they're gonna if they're gonna remain at the 15th position, kudos to that one lad. You just have to appreciate that one lad, for sure. Now, we have the MVP in front of us. We have the top players as well. Look at that. Dippin and Sagun on the 4th and 5th. Total 6 kills. We're going to add up the kills. Ghazi on the 2nd from 2RGR.
Well, an amazing game that was played over here by the top players. But 2RGR with 3 kills. Sada, he just played an amazing game where his team needed the points from him. And Erangel as well. Look at those utilities used, 17 utilities used. And kudos to that sort of an effort and intent coming in from the lads of Raw. They're going to make it through. Otherwise, Battalion 5 had done everything to doom them out if they had just missed out on a good opportunity over here. The match rankings are here clearly. Look at that, 24 points for them. But thanks to that amazing performance, 11 points for Ruthless Aggressive Warrior. That's going to take them to 90 points in the overall. So they just get a near escape. Cops with 17 points also, they're going to cross the 100 mark, so they're good looking decent. But they both needed this good performance. And it came at a very good time for them in the last match when Gurkha Battalion, which we will even not considering, will looking to just outthrown them.
But Trooper,
Yeah.
16th is their overall ranking.
Just missed out, right?
Yeah, I can feel their pain. And that one approached 5, so he was on 70% HP. On the other side, that one lad had only surviving on just 5 or 10% HP, but at the end, he manages to take him down, and now we have the 0.90 Pro movement. These are so beautiful, so adorable, just like the device.
And there were so many important fights that we being executed at this point, and Kaliyug just going down over in front of Team Huddle, and it was an amazing fight. And almost that 1v3 was pulled out here by Sonic, and really looked good. He got some important kills. He got some important finishes for himself as well, and got a respectable ending. That is exactly what they were looking for, right?
True. Respectful ending for the Battalion Bricks. When they were looking so good, it was my Nation Esports who just take them down. But this was also great. Who are GR? From the start, they were looking so good, and we saw a promising performance from the side of this team.
Well, certainly, and to RGR, they just did everything they had to, and not just to RGR, Cops did everything they had to. Even this team that qualified over here on the last spot, Raw, they also did everything that they had to, and that is why they're going through. And it was a really great effort coming in from the Gurkha battalions, but just missing out with even this kind of a performance is going to hurt them. But let's see. This is how the first page looks. The Wizards with 5, top post position for them, 199 points. Even JyanMaara, who looked really good with 140 after 8 matches, could only get 25 points in the last day and end up with 165 points. And S2O Esports with 2 chicken dinners end up on the second. Elementrix, AsOne, the GANGSTERS, Krypton, and 2RGR finish on the first page.
But now we're going to witness the second page of the leaderboard. Please hold your heart. Every single person, we can see Raw with 98 points. Okay,
he just stuck onto that position, right? He
Yes,
just-
they literally got stuck. To be honest, thick tape is the best thing.
Well, Thursday process also is going to make it through. YM Esports is also going to make it through. Team Cops is going to be there. Hoody Esports with this amazing performance on the last day. 2 back-to-back chicken dinners when they needed it. And at the start of the day, Hoody were not looking in a very good position. They were started this day on the 19th position, and now with 2 back-to-back chicken dinners, they make sure to get a very good position over here.
Yes, they make sure to get a very good position over here. But Trooper,
Yeah.
our semi-finals are done for the Nepal region, and now the important part is we already know who are the 15 teams who are going to join. We're going to join the Skylight Gaming in the finals, and I am very, very much excited for that draw.
Well,
Who
certainly.
secured the good? Uh, like they are the NC champions in Trooper. We want to say something before we're going to end the stream.
Well, it was an amazing, amazing contest over here, and Hoodie Esports, kudos to them for getting those 2 back-to-back chicken dinners. Lake had his moments in Miramar as well. So overall, it was an amazing game, and Elementrix had showed us already what they can pull off inside the regional finale. So
Yeah.
I'm really happy with the performances that have been executed over here. Let's see and just wait for the regional finales.
Yeah, just wait for the region finale. Then, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't want to miss those region finales, just subscribe to the channel of PUBG Mobile Esports. And if you love our work, do follow us on our social. So we take an exit, and these are the semi-finals for PMCO Fall Split 2021 Nepal region. Thanks a lot for joining the stream, and we will take an exit, and we will meet you in the finals. Till then, take care, stay safe, and stay sanitized.